ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
In a contracting business, you're either growing or you're grinding. Success is no longer about hard work alone. It's about using AI to accelerate impact. ServiceTitan is the only integrated intelligence that seamlessly automates your entire workflow, from first call to final invoice. Born in the trades, built for visionaries ready to stop operating and start automating. ServiceTitan, AI for the trades.
Here we go, Rams Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr, Sweet Tea, Travis Rogers. Let's do it. The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show is on for your Monday afternoon. I'm a chivato. On this 20th of July, is DeMarco back from that stomach issue? You know, the lettuce. I poop too much. I guess we'll find out. Sweet Tea, Travis Rogers will react on the World Cup final. Argentina and Messi. Do the Messi voice, Travis.
I don't want to play for Inter Miami. I want to play for LAFC because I don't like pink. I like black. I like gold. And I want to play with Sonny. And if I don't get it, I'm going to go to my room.
I love it.
And Messi goes down. Spain with the victory in the World Cup final. Plus, we'll have Dodgers Yankees from the weekend. Lakers off season. We are getting closer and closer to Rams training camp and so much more. Producer Laura's here. Young D, producer DeAndre, the social team in the back end, you. Oh, the No Stress Sports Talk Express.
Why don't you shut up?
The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show, your Monday afternoon in the Southland right now. No, I poop too much.
That ain't right.
Well,
I mean, come on.
Kind of, sort of, right on the money. You look good.
Thank you.
You look healthy.
Fit.
Ready to go.
Yeah, yes.
Your color's good.
I know where it came from, Travis, and I know how it got in the house, Travis.
Oh.
We'll talk about that later, Travis and Marcus.
Okay, let me ask you this. You can save it for later. Just tell me, is it anything I need to be worried about?
Just avoid that Taylor Farms bag lettuce.
Okay.
Yeah, if you got that in the house, get rid of it ASAP.
Okay.
I trashed 2 bags.
There you go.
Yeah.
And it didn't come from our normal grocery store,
Oh.
Travis.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't go chasing
waterfalls.
waterfalls.
Another issue there. Yeah.
Maybe
Anyway.
a little conspiracy, perhaps.
A little bit. Like I'm trying to poison me. Just saying. Just
Tease
saying.
for later.
I'm glad that whoever attempted that was unsuccessful.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
nice to have you back.
You never know.
Yeah.
I'm Michael Douglas right now.
Oh. You're back in one piece. Good news. Marcus, how you feeling?
Good. I didn't have any lettuce issues over the weekend, so that was
Nice.
cool. It was good. Just, sat around enjoying the sun and some soccer. It was a good weekend.
Nice. A lot of sun.
Yeah.
Bro, you hated that game? You
I
hated
really
the
didn't
final?
like it.
Really?
I really didn't like it.
It was dull until the end of regulation when they started to turn it up, and then extra time. But the previous 80 some odd minutes were pretty dull.
Did you guys hate that too?
It wasn't anything exciting. For me, soccer had been exciting. The World Cup, a lot of the games had been like, yeah. And this one, I felt like it was going to be like that because of the 2 teams that were left.
Again,
and I was like,
weird.
This is what we got.
Edge of my seat the entire time.
Really?
It was basically
Everything?
the movie 300.
Oh, wow.
Mason is right. They were so much better.
Oh, they were a lot better.
Oh, so
Argentina packed it in and said, this is all we're going to do.
Well,
and we're going to see who makes the mistake first.
I totally understand it from a strategic standpoint that Spain controlled the ball. They controlled possession. Argentina didn't have a shot until the very end of extra time, basically. But even down a guy, when they finally got to the, hey, man, we have no choice, they started getting chances.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And to my point, it's like, can we just do that the whole game? and I know that strategically that's probably a very bad idea, but it to me, it wasn't a terrible game, but to me, it was an unsatisfying conclusion to what was a terrific tournament.
I was happy Spain won. I jumped. I was so happy I was Team Spain.
Yeah.
It was kind of like you with England when they screwed it up. You could tell. We don't know soccer from soccer.
Right.
But you could tell when they screwed it up.
Right.
I can tell what Argentina was playing for. They were playing for that last final moment. We got a last wear them out, and hope we can exploit them at the end.
What I loved
and
about
they almost freaking did it.
What I loved about England and Argentina is that everybody, like all the Americans, even the ones who don't watch soccer, we all know a prevent defense when we see one.
Yes, we do.
And we know what happens when you run the prevent defense. And that's exactly what happened to England against Argentina.
Yeah, and to your point, DeMarco, strategically, sure, but from a television product and something that had really brought me in. So I went into this with let's see what it looks like. I'm talking about the whole tournament. And I got hooked almost immediately. Like, it sucked me in right from the beginning. There were a lot of goals. There were great stories, whether it was Cape Verde, whether it was the Americans looking really good early and then completely falling on their faces once they got like there was a lot of really good stuff along the way. And then yesterday's final match was not only was there virtually no scoring at all, and I understand the strategic component of it, the constant diving and faking of injuries was a reminder of, oh yeah, they do that a lot in this sport. And I don't like that.
Me either.
And when you watch a football game or when you watch anything else where there's real contact and guys get up and go to first base or guys get sacked and they pop back up and they go back to their huddle, this was a guy gets grazed and he triple flips along the ground screaming. It's like, and it was a reminder of some of the stuff I don't like. Totality, loved it, didn't like yesterday.
Okay, so the red card. When you guys were saying like the stars, the names of soccer, the most important guy was the dude that got red carded. I could not tell you his name.
Yeah.
But even on the hit, I didn't think it was that bad. It just looked like it, right? But
it was pretty bad in the sense that he went in with very little chance of getting the ball and just completely cleaned the dude out.
Right.
But the other part is he had already had a yellow card earlier in the game, so then he got the second one, which is like, now you're done.
But to my American sensibilities, that was not a hard hit.
Well,
like,
no, because
but I would say this: the way Argentina was playing, and this is. I kind of got into it like everyone else in the World Cup, meaning I did not want Argentina to win.
Yeah.
I was rooting against them.
I was too.
That's why I was on the edge of my seat. Don't let them steal this from you.
Yeah.
But I guess from a soccer perspective, they were being pretty violent.
Yeah, it was.
Right. So in that sport where you can't, like, go hit people, you got to dive. You got to call the attention of the ref. Hey, look, he's hitting me. You have to get over it with that stuff. So I had to learn that. I was with you.
I couldn't.
There's too much diving. But the guy was like, you have to do that to make sure you get the penalty.
Maybe it was because there were multiple matches on most days to where when you'd see it dive, like whatever, it didn't. But because the stakes were so high yesterday, because I don't know. It landed in a way to me that was like, yeah, man, no.
So
it really took me back. The third place game, if soccer was like that, we'd be
more
into
of that.
it. That's an American
more of that.
Soccer.
DeMarco, how did you feel about, outcome notwithstanding, Super Bowl 53, Patriots Rams 13-3? Do you remember? Did you like that game? Because
you mean the one where the Rams lost in Atlanta?
That was the comparison I saw a lot of on social media. Was that that the final felt a lot like that game, which I guess in the eye of the beholder. Some people were able to find beauty, but the average viewer was like, this game is dull.
He knows, they know. My version of beautiful football is a 14-10 game, 7-3, where you're living and dying on one play. That Super Bowl, Brady made one play that shot the Gronk, and that was the game.
Right.
Yeah.
Rams had a shot, they missed.
Yeah.
That to me, like I said, edge of the seat, same as the World Cup final.
So then it fits.
I'm with you.
So then it fits.
Yeah, it does. No, he likes that.
This whole thing tracks.
You're very consistent in your appreciation for nothing happening. You really like that.
Why is nothing happening? I mean,
no, you're right. Like, why is nothing happening is the right question to ask. I'm just saying nothing's happening, and why is that guy screaming like Ray Lewis hit him when the guy that hit him is 104 pounds?
Right.
Like, it's very, very frustrating to me. But even with the whole thing being over, I loved it. I didn't like the final, but I loved the tournament. And I don't know if I'm going to flip on EPL games. Maybe I will. I will say I went. But here's the thing, DeMarco. Here's the thing.
Okay.
I went out again yesterday. Went back to my spot.
Yeah.
Susan and I and G-Fish, we went and watched the final yesterday. And the bar was packed. People were carrying on. People were having a great time. Every chance there was ooh, that's really fun.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed the environment. Now, I was rooting for Spain like you were, but I didn't really care. You know what I mean?
I just wanted a good game.
Yeah. I can map out exactly when the two of you are going to tune out on soccer forever, or at least until the next World Cup.
Tomorrow?
October.
Yeah.
Yeah. when you're worried about the Dodgers and everything else coming your way. And then when we get into December NFL,
I think look, training camp's open a couple of days.
Yeah, this week. So.
So the NFL is King Kong, and Marcus and I, both love baseball, but I did love it. I don't know if I'm I'm an Arsenal fan, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm an Arsenal fan. Gunners.
Go Gunners.
Yes, Gunners. I really would have liked a 3-2 yesterday, and I know that's not how it works, but I really would have loved something like that.
I sort of felt like yesterday was going to be the way it was, just because the third place game was so good. Like there was just the third place game was so bonkers, and it was wide open, and there was scoring back and forth. There's no chance the final is going to match.
Is Emily gone?
Might be in her office.
I didn't get her text. She said this game is drunk. She was
Wait,
talking about the third place
Did you
game.
just now get it?
This game is drunk.
Yes.
Yeah.
I never heard it put that way.
Have you
What
ever
does
heard it
that
before?
mean?
I mean, it's just wild.
Crazy.
It's all over the place.
Weird stuff's happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, weird stuff is happening.
I'm adopting that. I like that.
Yeah. The process of a third place game, the concept of a third place game is inherently weird to me.
Right. But so I know the NFL used to do one like a long time ago,
Final
back
Four
in the 60s.
used to have a third place game too.
Yeah. Like DeMarco, could they throw enough money at guys to do one now? Like, could they throw enough money? Could they have thrown enough money at the Rams and Broncos, say, to go play one
you throw
last
some
year?
money out there, guys will go play. It'll be enticing. Now, here's the thing. From a team perspective, a third place game, you're not getting Stafford out there.
Yeah.
I'm not putting Kyron out there, especially if they just played 20 games for me.
Right.
Let's play one more for a game that doesn't really matter.
Doesn't really matter.
Stetson, go get it. Come on. You got it.
Okay,
Let's go.
the second that happens, and by the way, I do exactly the same thing. The second you're running out your second or third string guy, inherently, we're not even doing a third place game.
Well,
you
you can. France kind of did. I mean, as long as you make sure you have a real game, make sure it doesn't turn into like a Pro Bowl. But if there's a real game with just backups, I think people might be interested for a third place game.
If they cut away to Matthew Stafford standing on the sidelines in a baseball cap, and I know he's 100%, he's just out there because he didn't give a damn, and they want to protect him, then it's like, this is baloney.
Okay, then don't show him.
Because it literally would have like preseason vibes. It's like he can play, they just don't want him to get hurt. And by the way, neither would I.
Yeah,
it's like
because what for?
You could never do it in football. You could do it in basketball if there were some stakes, because the risk of injury is far lower than in a football game. But even then, like, how do you incentivize a guy that's making 10, 12, 20, 50, in the NBA's case, some guys are making $60, $70 million a year. How do you incentivize them to go play for something they don't give a damn about?
Go out there and put on an exhibition. But, I mean, a game where, like, as physical as football, can't do it.
No.
But bowl games back in the day used to be more reps for your rookies and your young players. You could use it like that. Call it a game if you want to. I don't know where you would put it on the calendar for a third place game. When would you play that?
I mean,
dead week between.
Yeah, you could just put the Pro Bowl after the Super Bowl like it used to be, and then have it in the week between.
Look, I'll watch the Titans play the Browns. I don't care. I'll watch anything. But
you might.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. All right, do you need more Lakers in your life? More Lakers talk in your life? The ball knower extreme duo of Trudell and Geeter, Mike Trudell and Chris McGee, are back tonight at 6 o'clock, 7:10 a.m. and the ESPN LA app. Who on the Summer League squad can make an impact and is a wing defender coming anytime soon? We might have an answer to that. Discuss it all tonight on Lakers Talk. In fact, let's talk about the guy that the Lakers just got. That's coming up next. DeMarco is back. He's in one piece. He looks good. He was sabotaged. Marcus is here on a Monday on 710 ESPN.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
If I'm Derek Carr, and I want to win a Super Bowl before I'm done.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
How about this? You look at Stafford's record, you look at how Stafford plays and the amount of time that he misses, which is very, very minimal, and you say, hey, look, if you're the Rams and you don't have what you call a viable backup quarterback, why would you not at least knock on the door of Derek Carr? Now you've got a 34-year-old veteran quarterback who's started probably a couple hundred games in his career. And now, Ty Simpson, you're our third-string quarterback, and Stetson Bennett, in theory, could be the odd man out. But if backup quarterback is a critical position for the Rams because of Stafford's age and injury history, then getting a real backup quarterback, someone with real experience, might be on the Rams' radar.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey guys, Sedano here, and summer's here. Everyone's getting together. So why are you still living with those same old floors? Upgrade with Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. They've got millions of in-stock options, including CoreTech, the original 100% waterproof, kid-proof, pet-proof, luxury vinyl flooring in stock and can be installed in a few days. Visit the showroom next to the Commerce Casino off the 5 freeway or online at HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. No games, no gimmicks, because no sale beats wholesale.
Guys, Pizza Hut takes me back old school. Birthday parties, Little League, Friday nights, there was always something special about the Hut. Now, celebrate again with Pizza Hut's new throwback value menu. Iconic favorites like a personal pan pizza, breadsticks, and a 2-liter soda starting at just $4. Feed the family with the original stuffed crust pizza, $11.99 for a one-topping medium. Try new additions like triple cheese, mac and gooey s'mores sticks. Go to pizzahut.com or order now on the Pizza Hut app.
If Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea was your best friend, it would be the kind of friend that starts an impromptu dance party in the supermarket aisle that turns into an all-day pool party rager at your place, and you don't even own a pool. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea turns any day into a legendary adventure. It's smooth and refreshing real iced tea with just the right kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Empower. Ellie here is getting the sleeve she's always dreamed of. She worked with Empower and planned for her next move. So she got good at money. Now she can be a little bad. Oh, by the way, you spelled journey wrong. No worries. She can afford the cover-up, too. Ooh, check out my tat. It says, invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Yo, this is Jerry Garcia. It's your boy Concrete. And you're listening live to the 710 ESPN Radio, the best show, 3 to 6, DeMarco and Travis live.
Let's go. More DeMarco and Travis right now.
Did you guys? I know the answer to this, but I'm asking you. Did anybody happen to watch any of the British Open coverage this weekend?
Is that the Bryson DeChambeau thing?
Yeah, and he cheated, and I like that everybody agrees that he cheated, and it's just like, okay, cool.
I saw the video of him with the weed whacker. Come on, bro, that was
that was pretty funny.
That was great.
That was pretty funny.
Oh my God!
But Luka was there.
Really?
Yeah, Luka was there.
Like
just hanging out and watching.
Like he wasn't following any particular person. He was just there.
I saw him on like the post-game coverage on the Golf Channel, and like all of a sudden Rich Lerner is doing it, and I'm like, is that Luka? And it was Luka. And so Luka was over there hanging out and watching a little golf. I guess he got bit by the golf bug.
Really?
This last season with Austin
Reeves, right?
LeBron,
Hey, Luka.
Bronny.
Get your
those
butt
guys
in the
love
gym.
to play.
Hey, Luka, get in the gym. Stay in the gym.
He's got to
Changed
work
the
on
whole
that
team
swing.
because of you. The
Well,
whole team because of you.
What is he going to get done in the gym?
I don't know, but just stay healthy.
They got a new guy. They signed Matisse, thank you. Thybulle. Matisse Thybulle, 1 year, $3.3 million deal. He's a very good defender, and he shoots a high percentage from the three-point line. Doesn't take a ton of them, but he shot about 42%. This is the wing and D, the what is it?
3 and D.
3 and D, thank you.
Yep.
The 3 and D guy that we've been looking for, or is this just let's see what happens?
This is definitely an add as far as what they needed on the perimeter. I mean, he does a good job in the pass lanes. He gets good deflections. He keeps guys in front. I think the biggest thing too is that he is a two-time defensive member guy. So he's been
Two-time what?
Defensive all defensive team. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So
specialist.
So he's it's an added. I want to say it completely changes the Lakers as far as on the defensive as a team, but he adds a big added boost to that.
I like where we're going. I like what the Lakers are doing. I like how they're building. Don't you? Young, athletic.
They're younger. Yeah. They're more athletic.
In Luka, we trust.
And Luka is a terrific player. Yeah. Austin Reeves is a very good player. And I think after that, we're all just kind of guessing about what's going to happen next.
I mean, I think that's sort of it, right? Like on paper, it looks interesting. I think that's That's step one.
It's fresh.
If everybody's going to tune in just to see what it looks like, I think we won't have any real, true evaluation until, probably New Year's, I think?
I think that's fair.
Give them till the first of the year, essentially. Then you can start to make some real value judgments about what this team is.
Keep going.
It's at least interesting to think about, to look at.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's different. And from the moment that LeBron decided he was going to go somewhere else, I've been saying the same thing. Hey, look, we're going to be talking about different things. We're going to see a different team. Maybe stylistically it'll be a little bit. I don't think it's going to be a ton different because Luka's not going to run up and down the floor either. So it's not like they're going to come out looking like the Showtime Lakers.
From Laker ball of the last blanking years.
Yeah. And the conversation will be different because it's, okay, which parts of this work? Which parts of this don't? Which parts of this can you move on from? Which parts of this can you not move on from? And you can start to kind of build the team in a way that makes a little more sense for Luka Doncic, that makes a little more sense for maybe the way that J.J. Redick would like to play or the way that Austin Reeves might want to play, as opposed to, hey, we've got this entirely unique situation where we've got a 40-something-year-old guy in his 20-somethingest season, and we don't know how long he's going to be here. Well, now we got an answer to that. And so I think the freshness of it, to your point, DeMarco, is the biggest. I think there will be probably slightly less successful from a wins-loss perspective than they were a year ago. But, okay, I don't think that they're going to miss the playoffs or anything like that, but I'm excited to see a different show.
The vision I have in my head is a very system-oriented team with little to no creativity except for one guy, if that makes any sense. And I think that's okay. I think that's how you build a good foundation and you add from there. I don't think this is going to be the finished product of the team that actually brings the Lakers another championship with Luka, but it's a good start. I think it could be a good blueprint.
Well, they nuked the team from a year ago.
Completely.
Like, it's just a totally different team than what we saw that ended last year.
There's only going to be, is LaRavia, what are his chances of remaining on the team going into the season?
I think it's still high.
Okay,
so,
then that makes 3. That's Austin
2.5.
2.5.
You know, like LaRavia was kind of in and out of the rotation.
But I mean, completely different. But it did get me thinking, man. I mean, whenever you think about what they should have done and whatever fence you sit on with LeBron, the run it back people, where did they go? And I was kind of one of them. I thought that was the best possible angle for this team to get back in it or at least stay in it. But maybe March was false. Maybe March wasn't real. That whole 15-2 run, that 9-game win streak when they were scoring 120 points a game.
Were you really a run-it-back person, or was it that we just all assumed that was going to happen, so we kind of made peace with it?
I was a run-it-back as long as they looked like that. But maybe that wasn't real. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah.
I'm totally speculating here. This is just me kind of trying to come up with – I'm trying to create a theory that fits the result, basically, okay? The 15-2 is really interesting because they look great. They looked not pretty good, not very good.
Luka was scoring 40.
They looked great.
Yeah.
LeBron in that third, the third option thing looked really good. Their defense was passable. They were a pretty good team for about a month. Luka got hurt. We all know what happened after that. We talked so much about how the Dodger ownership group coming into the Lakers was going to change the way that they go about doing things, right? That they were going to change the way that they look at things. They're going to change their methodology, their processes, and how they come to conclusions. I wonder if this isn't part of that. In other words, even that 15-2 was like, we understand it. That was a mathematical anomaly. We actually weren't that good. We still need to get better over here in these 4 categories, whatever they may be. This is misleading. And because unlike previous Laker regimes that are like, hey, we got to just star-driven town. We got to get LeBron back. We got to, It's like, no. Follow the data. And the data is telling you that that's not real. Let's start to change things up a little bit.
I mean, I think there were elements of that were real, right? I think you mentioned the defense. Like, they changed some things up defensively, and they played some really good teams. I mean, they beat the Knicks in that stretch. I mean, they beat some good teams along the way. But I don't think that was sustainable. I don't think you could have stretched that out over the course of a full regular season and had them play that way. And I think that was the calculation that, like, hey, look, sure, this group, as constructed, could play that way for stretches of, 2 weeks at a time. How can we build something that can build? Because I think part of when you talk about the Dodger organization, right? Like, Andrew Friedman built something in Tampa Bay that after he left that machine's still rolling. The Rays are still competitive. They're still good.
Yes.
And I think that is what Guggenheim wants to do here is how do we build a self-sustaining machine that, basically once we get the processes up and running, it just takes care of itself.
And was step number one of building the self-sustaining machine.
Go ahead and say it.
You can't have a 42-year-old in the equation.
Absolutely. You can't let LeBron hold you hostage.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's entirely true. I think what they figured out, what you said, is the Dodger Brain Trust had figured out that that's not sustainable. It really isn't. There's no way we can continue that. I think old Laker thought would have kept going with that until you hit the iceberg and then completely collapse. But here's the thing. It'll get, I guess, a little loud. It'll get a little warm if the team goes backwards, even in the short term, because I think it might.
How far backwards? I guess.
If you drop down a few seeds, maybe you're in contention for solidly a play-in team.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, if they're legit bad, there will be a lot of noise, obviously. But if they're just not as good, how many games they win last year? Like 50?
53,
53. That's a lot of wins. So let's just say they drop back 8, they go to 45, which, by the way, you're comfortably over 500, you're inside the playoff line, like all of those things. I don't think you're going to get we were a 3 or a 4, and now we're a 5 or a 6. I don't. Yeah. As long as you're moving the ball down the field, as long as what's happening makes sense, as long as the decisions that are being made are leading to a championship caliber team in the near future. Like the Lakers always wanted to go from step 1 to step 10 without doing steps 2 through 9. Now they've gone from, if they're starting at step 5 last year, maybe they move back to 4, but they're better set up to do 5, 6, and 7 in the next year to get ready to do 8, 9, and 10 the year after that. That they're more, to Marcus's point, they're setting up their systems so that they can nibble around the edges and get over the top more effectively and efficiently than just hoping something miraculous drops out of the sky.
So in the counting stats, I guess it would be better defense, less turnovers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And even if you are minus 8 wins from a year prior, but you're better there and you can see growth, I'd be okay with it. It might get a little loud and a little hot. You're worse than you were last year. No. Actually, they're getting better.
Exactly.
Does that make sense?
If it's just we're winning fewer games, okay, but we're actually a better team than we were. And we're younger and we're more athletic and we're getting ready to do this, and this. I think the Laker fans that are more nuanced than just, we only play for okay, fine. I get it. Fine. But you're never going to satisfy that guy until you've won the finals. So the people that are paying attention, I think, will be more understanding of the process itself.
Frame it? The hottest run that the Lakers were on in March?
Yeah.
Run, that's it?
Yeah.
Best month they've had in a while.
The best month, because LeBron did set that the games played mark in March.
Mm-hmm.
Like it all came
Was that the game ball snafu?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it was. Yeah. It all came together for 1 month, and then that was it.
Yeah. I know. I mean, I think to your point, they were a car that was sort of maxed out. Like it was good.
Yeah.
It was good, but it wasn't going to get much better than what it is. They had hit their ceiling. So now, with this rebuild team, maybe it does take a step back. But I think it's you're making a detour, right? You're finding a new road that's going to take you maybe a little bit further. And so maybe it slows you down in the short term, but in the long term, the idea is you get a little further than you would have anyway.
That car came off turn 3 in the lead. That's all we got.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can hold them off.
And we got 20 more laps to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can hold them off.
You know what? Let's bring it in. Let's swap the engine out. Let's. You know what? Put it in the garage. We're going to start over.
Like F1. He's +1.
Yeah.
He's right behind you.
Yeah. Box now. All right. DeMarco and I are going to be live from Santa Monica this Thursday, July 23rd, doing our show 3 to 6, broadcasting live, leading into State of the City from realignment to Renaissance. Celebrate the excitement leading up to Super Bowl 61 with giveaways, entertainment, activities, local partners, and a whole lot more. For more event information, visit ESPNLA.com and click the Santa Monica State of the City banner. So DeMarco and I out in Samo on Thursday. A little first pitch with Greg Bergman is going to hop in. It's coming up next.
The Black and Gold are coming off a statement 3-0 rout over the Galaxy in Carson.
Shot back post, and in! Son is buried, and it's 3-0!
And now LAFC return home to BMO Stadium to take on Real Salt Lake on Sun Hung Min Bobblehead Night.
And the smile on the face from Sonny.
Catch Sonny and the Black and Gold back at BMO Stadium as they look to keep the momentum rolling. Pre-game starts Wednesday night at 7 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app. Tired of watching life from the bench? It's time to get in the game. Globe Life is looking for people who want more than just a job. Set your own schedule and help families protect what matters most. No experience? No problem. Training is provided, and you don't need anything to get started. It's not a desk job, it's a shot at building your legacy on your own terms. Your road to the championship starts at GlobeLifeCareers.com. Globe Life, official life insurance of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Introducing our new Chili Crisp Dumplings, a spicy twist on a Waba favorite. Bold, crunchy, and tossed in fiery Chili Crisp. That's our new Chili Crisp Dumplings. Get them today, only at Waba Grill. It's for you.
Drip Drop is doctor-developed, proven fast hydration that helps your body and mind work better. Trusted by firefighters, medical professionals, and over 90% of top college and pro sports teams. Drip Drop is engineered to hydrate faster and more effectively than water alone, with 3 times the electrolytes of leading sports drinks. Stock up now at dripdrop.com and use promo code RADIO20 for 20% off your first order. That's dripdrop.com, promo code RADIO20.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You play for the win, not just on game day, every day. Channel that drive into your money. Robinhood puts you in control, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
This is going to be fun. I like this.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers.
Isn't it cool?
It's so good.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis rolls on.
Hey. Why are you laughing?
Back to the guys.
Greg Bergman hopping in for a little first pitch. Of course, these two guys do Blue Review every single morning. Blue Review. Am I overstating this by saying that Roki Sasaki's performance on Friday night in Yankee Stadium was his best regular season performance as a Dodger?
Wow. He had some good ones in May. But, yeah, at Yankee Stadium against that team, absolutely, I think that was probably his best of the season. What, you agree?
I think so. I think with the circumstances, with the opponent he was facing, and with the way he pitched, I think so. Maybe it's just one of those things where it's like, hey, man, don't think about it. Just go throw. And, like, I think that's what it is. He just turned his brain off and didn't think about the surroundings, the opponent. He just went out there and pitched, and he threw,
When has
21
he ever
pitches?
folded when it mattered?
He wasn't great
Not
in the
when it
postseason.
matters.
When it mattered.
But he didn't fold. He had an okay, not so great
against
outing.
the Brewers in Toronto in the postseason, he wasn't particularly effective.
Okay.
Now, he wasn't catastrophically
Didn't
bad.
give up the ghost.
He wasn't
Yeah.
even like 4 or 5 runs.
But it was Dave had the quickest hook you could ever have on a guy on him in those two series. But I think it's been more in the lower stakes environments that's kind of made you go, what's up with this guy?
Yeah.
Like, just go and attack. And with all due respect to teams like the Angels and the Rockies, they're not the Yankees. Even a judgeless Yankees still have some guys that can do some damage. And Yankee Stadium on a Friday night, that's a real environment.
That's real baseball.
Yeah, with Garrett Cole on the mound, too.
Right.
So you're going up against him. But the thing was that you were saying is 21 pitches over 100 miles an hour. Plus, he was in the zone. He was finding the zone. He only walked one guy.
Mm-hmm.
That, to me, is the reason that is so much better than all those other ones. He wasn't walking guys. And now maybe that's partly because they were swinging at pitches. But at the same time, like, he was keeping them off balance. That was a great rookie outing.
I think it's the best that he's looked, and look, maybe it's coincidental, maybe there's a little bit of a placebo effect going on, but him going out there with a girl's softball glove might have made the difference. It was ridiculously huge.
What was with that? Because he's tipping pitches?
Allegedly,
maybe.
yes.
Maybe.
So they gave him the biggest glove possible?
It looked literally, it was, you know that thing they have in left field in San Francisco?
Yeah.
It was about that big.
Right.
It was about that size.
I love the finger hold on the outside of the glove. It looked like it was this giant.
You could fit a hot dog.
Right. It was so big. Not just a hot dog, a bratwurst was down in that thing.
Yeah, it was. Now look, hey,
wow.
like the line in Bull Durham, right? If you think you're getting guys out because you're wearing women's underwear,
then you
are. Right.
That's exactly the reason.
And if he thinks that he was, hey, I'm gonna get everybody out tonight because they're not tipping my pitches because I've got this goofy oversized glove. Great.
Well,
so get a bigger one.
Right.
So is he trying to say that people could see his hand placement in the smaller glove, then this giant one made it so you couldn't see his?
You're asking the right question, and this is why I would argue, I could be wrong, but I would argue that it's more of a placebo effect than anything else because it's covering up correctly, and it's usually not where they can actually see it's usually your elbow comes out a little bit. You turn your head, like the tip is not, hey, I can see where your hand is on the ball. It's usually far more subtle. There are baseball people, Marcus, I'm sure you had guys when you were in the minor leagues that you saw this. There are guys that are like NSA level code breakers at this stuff. They can watch a guy for 5 minutes and go, oh, every time his left toe is slightly ahead of his right toe, it's a slider. It's like, wait, what? And they're right. Like, they can pick this stuff like that. So maybe it was one of those things, and now he's able to just let his pitches do what they're supposed to do. But it's the first time really since maybe ever with Roki Sasaki, I'm like, that was really good. Yeah. Like, I was really – even the playoff games that he had last year was more like, whew, all right, we survived another one.
But also those were – it was like an inning or two at a time. Right. I mean, this was a start where you knew he was going to have to go through the lineup at least twice, maybe 3 times if things went well. And, the fact that he was able to do that, as you mentioned, no walks or 1 walk in the ball game, was on point, on command, great velocity. It was everything he was supposed to be coming from Japan.
And if you remember a couple starts, we talked about it on the Blue Review this morning. Remember a couple starts ago, it was Yamamoto and Shohei sitting in the dugout saying, like, oh, when he does this, he's moving his hand a certain way where that's where the tipping of the pitches really started to take off. And and it seems like he fixed it. And then maybe by having this giant glove, you don't pull it forward as much.
Isn't it Mark Pryor, pitching coach?
Yes, he is.
So Dave's like, why does he have that big glove? Don't worry.
Don't worry. Just let it happen.
Dave, just let it go.
Just let it go.
Just let it go.
Leave it alone.
Don't ask questions.
Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Let the professionals take this part over, okay?
It's working.
I'm asking you to trust me on this one. Let him go with his giant yellow glove, and we'll go with it from right there. The other news over the weekend was Ohtani's knee. He got it drained. No, he didn't. He got a lubricant injection, and he's going to pitch. No, he's not. And he threw a great bullpen. Well, maybe he very mixed messaging coming out of the Dodgers other than don't expect to see him pitch anytime soon.
Yeah, no, he's not going to pitch they said indefinitely that he is out of the rotation.
Not a day-to-day situation.
No, indefinitely, which also – so, again, something we were talking about this morning is, what do you do with Shohei Ohtani? I mean, no matter whatever he wants to do, you're going to do. If he wants to pitch for 3 more years, he's going to pitch for 3 more years. But these types of things are happening more often, and they're having more injuries this year, whether it's the finger or it's the knee or it was the bicep. There's all these little injuries that are coming up. Is the conversation actually going to start where it's like, maybe you should just hit starting next year? Obviously, you're going to pitch more this year.
I wasn't calling offsides.
Yeah.
Is that what they do in soccer, offsides?
Yeah.
They have a flag.
Flag.
I
just have a question. Where did the knee
go
start?
like this.
Where did the injury start? Was it because of pitching, or did he do something else?
I don't know if they've said exactly what the initial insult to the joint was, just that he started to get some soreness and he started to have some fluid accumulation and that he's being treated for it. But I don't think he twisted it or hit it.
He lands on his left leg.
Yeah, but how did it start? So as the resident record holder for knee surgeries in the room, right?
Indeed.
This is how it starts. It really is. When you
How many have you had, by the way?
6.
Okay.
6?
Yeah, 3 and 3.
Jeez,
when
man.
you compromise the joint above, the one below starts to suffer. So that's when you see stuff like that.
When he hit the bag yesterday?
Yeah.
You see it when his ankle looked like it went sideways.
Because you're overcompensating, because you're trying to protect. It's a pain reflex. So did he hurt it pitching? Because if he hurt it pitching, okay, then you'd worry about him pitching into the future. If he hurt it doing something else and it's affecting his pitching, as soon as he's healthy, put him back on the mound.
Interesting.
Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
And it's aggravated when he pitches.
Right.
I don't know if it was injured while he was pitching.
Okay.
That's the part that's been a little less clear, and the Dodgers are never super transparent when it comes to reporting about their injuries. But
you don't have to put a super part in there. He's just not transparent.
Exactly. I think it's the right decision. Look, they need him to pitch in October, and if that means he pitches twice a month for the rest of the season, fine. The Cy Young's out the window. He's not going to win it. No big deal. I don't think the conversation about him becoming a traditional offensive player and bagging pitching is coming anytime soon. I think that's going to be based on when his arm betrays him again. And if his arm betrays him.
Okay,
again.
so but think about that, though. So if this is a knee thing, and DeMarco's saying that it aggravates other parts of your body as well, and they're saying that it's when he lands with his forward foot, with his left foot, it lands, and that's hurting his knee. That's going to eventually affect your batting as well.
Mm-hmm.
So is it not just it's not just your arm thing is what it sounds like. This is something that's being aggravated over and over again when he's pitching.
But I think they can fix that. You know what I mean?
Hope so.
Like get it settled down, whether it's get off of it, whether it's, get it repaired during the off season or whatever it may be. That's something that I think, like, for the short term, it's something to keep your eye. I don't think that's a long-term problem for him yet. But the short term, it could be. The short term is that, look, pitchers are creatures of habit. They are creatures of feel. And all of a sudden, if he's not pitching as much, which he's not going to, and nor should he, will he still be as sharp as he's supposed to be? And maybe because he's Ohtani, the answer is yes, because he just does stuff that no one else can do. But if he came in all of a sudden and wasn't able to, especially the secondary pitches, if he wasn't able to land those the way that he typically does, and he goes from an A-level starting pitcher to a B-level starting pitcher, I think that's when you start having those conversations.
Yeah.
Good. No, I was going to say, I think you talk about his schedule, right? Like, I think you see him sort of, I don't know how long he's out, right? Till, let's say mid-August, right? And then I think they sort of ramp him back up again. I think the goal is to get him something on a normal schedule when you get to September with the whole, because I don't think you just throw him in October. You're not just going to go into the playoff series and say, hey, look, Shohei, you haven't pitched
What a
since
weapon
June.
they did. You know what I mean? Like honestly, let's just say that you, and hey, listen, we're in a weird spot. Can you pitch tonight? Yes.
I mean, remember you remember the conversation in 2024, right? They hadn't ramped him up yet, but there was talk of like, hey, man, this bullpen's really bad. Like, would they maybe use Shohei out of the bullpen? I mean, that was a conversation that actually happened in 2024.
Do you foresee 5 years from now Ohtani still being Ohtani at the plate?
Yes.
But back up the rotation starter?
I don't think that will ever happen. I think he will go from being Ohtani on the mound to just not pitching anymore.
Right.
I don't think you're going to see like a steady decline to where he kind of works his way out of the back end of the rotation. I think if he's not Ohtani,
if he's not Cy Young Ohtani, he's out of there.
If he's not Ohtani, I'll just go over there and hit.
He holds himself to too high of a standard to do something like that, to go out and be getting lit up and having like a 4 ERA. That's just not going to be something he does.
You have a need for that. Not here.
From everything they say,
You've got enough guys.
Not now.
Okay.
but look, change is coming, and it's coming sooner than later,
Right.
and the rules are going to change, and your ability to stockpile the talent that the Dodgers have may be affected. So there's a world where having a guy with a 4.5 ERA as your last guy is a pretty good option. That's the way it used to be.
Or a team not as smart. If he stayed with the Angels, that's probably what happened.
Yeah, you're not supposed you're not supposed to have a rotation that has all sub 3 ERAs.
No.
That's just not supposed the way that it's supposed to be.
They did make a trade today. They picked up Seth Halverson from the Colorado Rockies. Here's what you need to know. He's hurt. He walks a lot of guys, and he throws 100.
Right. But here's the thing.
Everything that they want.
It's dark and we're wearing sunglasses.
The Dodgers will sprinkle their magic pixie dust on this guy, and he's going to come up here, and he's going to come out of the bullpen, and he's going to be lights out for 3 months.
Imagine it's another guy. It's the 6th inning, bring in the guy that throws 100, and now here comes a chain of 4 guys that throw 100. Right.
Well, that's what they did with Michael Kopech, remember? They've somehow found a way to get him to not walk guys, and now he's out of baseball.
Or not walk too many guys.
Walk fewer guys.
Hey, he got a lot of outs in 2024. He was important.
He was.
You baseball knowers, real quick. Is that the real Vezia, or is he just on one?
Dude, he threw 94 yesterday.
Is that really him?
That was wild.
He struck out the side yesterday.
Because he's been living like around like
90,
low 90s,
92.
and I'm like, this isn't 1993. Like, how are you doing this? But he's getting outs.
Yeah.
Yankee Stadium gets him up. Look, he's not to get too far into the weeds. He has that high spin 4-seam thing that sinks less.
Yeah.
So it looks like it basically holds its line more than even something that's 99 or 100 might sink a little bit because it has less rotation. His holds a straight line. It's very hard to hit. Pop! So his thing is a high spin rate 4-seamer that even at 94 is harder to hit than maybe somebody else that throws 100.
It feels like it looks like it's going 100 to these guys when it's going
and
94.
It's up in the zone. Like he gets guys to chase.
On a show. Somebody said he looks like he's carrying his luggage.
I
love him.
how he plays. I love it.
He is so juiced all the time.
He is just peaking when he goes out.
It doesn't matter what he does. He comes off the mound screaming and yelling.
I would imagine
intensity.
I can imagine him and Dalton rushing in the clubhouse, just screaming in each other's faces the whole time.
Ready to go, ready to go, ready to go.
They're either best friends or mortal enemies.
That's all. Nothing in between.
Nothing in between.
Have you ever seen the movie The Replacements?
Yes.
Where John Favreau. I got the ball. And he just stops.
All right, we got a little Far Side coming up next. Greg, good job. It's Marco and Trav.
Right,
Marcus is here on a Monday on 710 ESPN.
The home of USC football, and now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
You never know what you're going to get when you wake up with Sedano and Cap.
I thought Shakira was amazing.
Yes.
And do you guys know who was performing with Shakira? Did you guys happen to see Burna Boy?
Yeah, who was that?
That's my boy Burna Boy. Burna Boy.
Who that was?
Oh, dude, that's Burna Boy. You don't know who Burna Boy
I
is?
do not know who Burna Boy is.
Come on, man. That's Burna Boy. I had to look it up
first, or
I
did you
Googled
actually
it.
know?
No,
Okay,
I Googled it.
It's the morning show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Los Angeles, your Rams have reloaded, and they're ready to kick off their 2026 campaign. Reigning Defensive Player of the Year Myles Garrett joins reigning MVP Matthew Stafford to lead the Rams into massive matchups against the Bills, Chiefs, Cowboys, Packers, and more. To experience every matchup live and enjoy home playoff ticket access, plus interest-free monthly payment plans and stadium event pre-sale access, visit therams.com/2026. Again, that is therams.com/2026. Get your Rams season tickets today.
You know, in sports, you got to have the right team in your corner. Same goes for after an accident. That's why when people ask me who'd I call, it's easy. I tell them my guy, attorney Big Al. Big Al and his team have been helping accident victims across California for more than 15 years. 1-800-HURT-123. That's 1-800-HURT-123. They're available 24/7. 1-800-HURT-123 or check them out online at attorneybigalca.com. Attorney Big Al is attorney Ken Klein, based in Los Angeles.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Mason in Ireland.
Yeah, I mean, if you think you know Mamuka Lashibi, damn, I had it.
Okay.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Mamuka Lashibi.
No, here we go. No, I'm gonna do it for you again. This is for everybody at home. I want you to think of his pronunciation in 3 parts. And first of all, if you don't feel like trying, just call him Mamu.
Mamu is easy.
Okay, but here it is.
Test myself.
Mamu Kelosh Vili.
Mamu Kelosh Vili.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Mamu Kelosh Vili. Try it, Brian.
Mamu Kelosh Vili.
Perfect. Try it.
Mamu Keloshvili.
If you think of it in those 3 parts, and then you just speed it up. Mamu Keloshvili.
I look forward to the time when we've got a little clip that plays into the show where it says, "Hi, I'm Sandro Mamu Keloshvili.
Yeah.
You're listening to Mason in Ireland. Let's get that."
Watch this. We're going to ask him for it. He's going to go, "Hi, it's Mamu."
Mamu! Mamu it is!
Mason in Ireland, weekdays at noon on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and live on YouTube.
And it is the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show right here on ESPN LA.
The Far Side.
And it's time for the Far Side, presented by our friends at Highlands.
The Far Side.
Weekday afternoons at 4 p.m.
Time for the Far Side with DeMarco Far, right now on the Travis and DeMarco Afternoon Show on ESPN LA.
Was just telling Marcus before I get to my wife trying to poison me.
Okay.
Yes, I said it. I hope she's listening too, because she did. And there's a reason why. That football camp that the Rams did, it was great. Great football camp. It was awesome. They learned a lot. I told you about Jonathan Franklin. Can't say enough about that dude. That dude could date my daughter.
Okay.
That's how much.
That's high praise for you.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
But the DJ right?
Yep.
The DJ was playing music while the kids were on the field, and I don't think the kids even noticed, most of them, because it goes from like 14 all the way down to kindergarten.
Okay.
So 10%, 12% of the kids knew the songs that were being played, right? But the parents did. So the DJ was playing his stuff. It was all clean versions of songs
that are not normally clean versions of songs.
Right. But even with the words...
They were the radio playlist.
Yes, but even with the words deleted or blanked out, you still knew what they were talking about. Like, you can't play, like, WAP. the clean version, right? You can't. You know, we know what's going on.
Can't be playing that, man. I'm sorry.
But they do. It's a radio edit. They do.
But we know. We understood.
We know the context behind the song.
We know what the words are.
Listen,
right?
the songs that we were listening to, like that I was listening to when I was like 10, 11 years old, I might have not understood at that time what it was. Now I listen to them back and I was like, oh,
why was I listening to that
wild.
at that age?
Now I got away with it because my mom didn't really understand English.
Yeah.
So I could listen to whatever I wanted in English, but in Spanish, even her music, I was like, you're mad at what I was listening to now, but like, yo, listen to your lyrics. They were just as bad.
But you can't play like Magic Stick and play the clean version.
I mean,
right? You know what I'm saying?
Did both of those songs get played?
Yes, I'm like every time I'm like looking at the dude like, what are you doing? But it's the clean version.
Yeah.
Right? There's no words. There's nothing bad. He was following the rules. Right?
What's my favorite word?
What do you want to play? Wheels
only.
on the bus?
The Wiggles?
Yeah.
Just saying. Okay, so
but did she love it? Did they love the kids? Love the music?
The kids, they loved the beat. They were busy because the coaches were moving those kids around. They really worked their butts off for like 3 hours. The kids didn't sit down, take a knee. They were working. Perfect. Yeah.
What's that song that goes boots with the fur? My niece
Apple
was like,
that's
there you go.
Yeah.
Low.
Yes.
You
There
can play
go.
that one.
Okay, but like, there's like
you can't play 2 Live Crew.
There's like a lot of songs that my niece, who now is like 21, when she was little, she was like, I know you got that. I got you, Trav. And like, she was bopping to it, and I'm like, yo, you can't do that. But now I'm like, who cares? I did it too.
You get points from Jonathan in the back for what? For
yeah,
knowing
he
what
got
song?
the song Boots with the Fur.
See, you should be offended because he thinks you don't know.
Well, I don't most of the time.
No, but you did get it. I was like, oh.
Look, that made me feel good that he said something to me because, quite frankly, that's a lane that I am very, very light on.
Marcus, when I was a sophomore in high school, I went back. No, sophomore in college. I went back to my high school and I saw a teacher I hadn't seen since I left. And she said, "Where are you now?" I said, "I'm up at UW." She goes, "Oh, you're still there." She didn't mean anything by it.
She thought you wouldn't last?
I mean, how do you take that?
That's exactly how you take that. Like, wait, what are you saying
Same
about
with
me?
you knowing an Usher song.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'm not but I don't know anything. Like that's
true.
I am wrong.
And
95%
she was half right.
of the time.
She was half right. Okay, so about being poisoned. So I figured it out. It was that Taylor Farms lettuce. It was that bag lettuce that got me. And it didn't come from our normal grocery store, the one that we shop at that's right around the corner.
Right.
This one came from another grocery store that's down the hill.
Okay.
The more highfalutin, the more expensive grocery store.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the grocery stores that you're used to.
Thank you.
Wow.
Say that again. Can I record that and play that for my wife? Because the reason it happens is every now and then, when you get disrespected, depending, how do you react when you're disrespected?
I would need a little more context, but not well.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Generally speaking.
So every now and then, up in where we live, there's some microaggressions against my wife, and
I understand.
Do you speak English? That type of stuff.
Okay.
Right. It bothers her. So how she gets back at you is she goes and shops at the most expensive stores and buys everything that we don't need.
So
that just punishes you.
I said you're a victim of circumstance here now, right?
I feel like that's microaggression back at you.
Right.
Times 100, because I just got sick.
Exactly.
So I'm like, how did we buy this? Where do we get this lettuce from? We don't usually buy it. It's not where they don't sell it there. Well, I bought it from over there. Well, why'd you buy it from over there? And when she took the breath, I knew exactly why she did. You know what I mean?
I do.
Right. So I'm framing it as she poisoned me.
You're a victim. You're a victim of circumstance.
Thank you very much. It's her fault, right?
You're entitled to compensation. I don't know. Like, I think.
Bingo!
From who, though? I mean, from who? Who's going to compensate?
I don't know, man. I'm just trying to make him feel better.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I like your wife a lot. So.
Yeah, that's.
Whoa.
I can't reach down that far.
That's cruel. That's Fourth Amendment violation.
Yeah. But that's where it came from. That's how it happened. See? I only missed one day. I apologize.
Are you back on solid food?
Oh, yeah. Really big.
Okay.
The first day when I felt good and solid, like I tested, little eggs stayed in.
Eggs are always a good entry point.
Went straight to In-N-Out.
Oh, so you went from eggs to In-N-Out.
I was hungry.
Yeah.
I didn't eat anything from like Thursday to Saturday.
What'd you get?
The double-double.
Okay.
Yeah,
just
what
one.
Just regular? Like not animal style or anything?
Yeah, standard double-double fries. And then got a Coke.
Grilled onions?
That sounds great.
No grilled onions.
Oh, no, you
I'm
need...
not a big... See, there's
I
people
love
behind
grilled
me. I don't
onion
want to be
or
that
a whole
dude.
grilled onion.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
In and out, they don't care. They'll
Really?
knock it out
Yes.
fast as could be. Yeah,
Okay, just give me that one. Let's go. Let's eat. Yeah, absolutely.
Yo,
Sat in the
D-Fart.
parking lot, had a great time.
Do you need the little fan again that I gave you last time?
There she goes again.
You're
See?
sweating a
You
lot.
didn't need any more lettuce for lunch today, did you?
Yeah. Where's the napkin? There we go.
Do you want the fan? I can bring you the
I
fan.
don't need the fan. There you go. Thank you. You poisoned me. I'm like Michael Douglas. I did.
Did she apologize?
No. You know what I was about to ask. How long you been married?
It'll be 29 years in September.
How many apologies have you actually received?
When she makes a mistake, she is not stingy with apologies. Quite frankly, look, when I screw, I will apologize, and she doesn't screw up nearly as often as I do. But yeah, like put it this way: if she had done that, she would have apologized 1,000 times, and it would have been inadvertent.
In her own way, yes, but I'll never hear the word.
Yeah.
In her own way, absolutely. Being a husband, that means I apologize when she messes up. It's ultimately my fault.
Are you going to be hesitant to dip your toe back into the salad pool?
It's going to be a minute.
Yeah.
It really is. It's going to be a minute.
Is it going to be all vegetables or just lettuce?
Okay, so I went back with the fruit. So I had some berries that I didn't throw out.
Okay.
And I tried it in the smoothie. So I'm really like on eggshells.
Did you wash them?
Yeah.
Then you're fine.
But apparently you have to boil them.
Oh.
Yeah, to get rid of the parasite.
Oh, well, boiled blueberry doesn't sound very great.
No,
exactly.
that sounds unpleasant.
That doesn't sound great at all.
But I have another option. You can get those pre-frozen smoothie packs.
Yeah.
Go with those.
Frozen fruit, not a bad way to go.
Not a bad idea. Yeah.
Not a bad way to go at all. All right. Need more Lakers talk in your life? And really, who doesn't? The Ball Knower Extreme duo, Trudell and Geeter, are back tonight, 6 p.m., right here on 710 a.m. and the ESPN LA app. Who on the Summer League squad might make a huge impact and is a wing defender, another one coming anytime soon. Discuss it all tonight on Lakers Talk, coming up about an hour and 45 minutes from right now. The college football season is just around the corner. We'll talk about some of the big stories, some of the big things that we'll be all looking for. That's coming up next. It's DeMarco and Trav. Marcus is here on a Monday on 710 ESPN. My Rotolo Chevrolet Silverado is one of my favorite things. One of my things that I look forward to doing you don't even just have something in your life that's just kind of an everyday thing, but you really look forward to it. That's that Silverado from Rotolo Chevrolet, because it puts, not only is it an incredible truck, but puts a smile on my face because I know that those guys are doing it right, that they treated me with that same courteous, respectful nature that they're going to treat you and everyone else that goes onto the lot. That's how they win Dealer of the Year after year after year. We're closing in on a decade and a half in a row of Dealer of the Year award for Rotolo Chevrolet. So if you've been thinking about that Silverado, if you've been thinking about a Chevy car truck, there's no better place to go than Rotolo. Right off the 210 freeway, Sierra Avenue exit. You cannot miss it. It is right there. Everything that you've been looking for. And, of course, that legendary Rotolo customer service. You saw that Mike's got all his new commercials out there. They're playing soccer. They're having a great time. They're dancing. They're laughing because they know that you're going to have an incredible experience when you come into Rotolo Chevrolet. If you're thinking, Trav, awesome. I want that Rotolo experience, but, man, Fontana, kind of far. No problem. RotoloChevy.com. ROTOLO. RotoloChevy.com. And make sure they know that Travis sent you in to Rotolo Chevrolet.
The Black and Gold are coming off a statement 3-0 rout over the Galaxy in Carson.
Shot back post, and Son is buried, and it's 3-0.
And now LAFC return home to BMO Stadium to take on Real Salt Lake on Sun Hung Min Bobblehead Night.
And the smile on the face from Sonny.
Catch Sonny and the Black and Gold back at BMO Stadium as they look to keep the momentum rolling. Pre-game starts Wednesday night at 7 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Head to Waba Grill for $5 happy hour weekdays starting at 2 p.m. Choose from 5-piece dumplings original or chili crisp or a spicy boom boom taco. Pair with your favorite premium or beverage, including our new strawberry watermelon lemonade refresher. Both for just $5 only at Waba Grill.
Here's good news for folks who have a jumbo loan. The Loan Exchange, America's jumbo lender, is offering a 30-year fixed-rate loan at a 5.75% interest rate and 5.939% APR for loan amounts up to $3 million. So if you have a mortgage with an interest rate of 6% or higher, give America's jumbo lender a call at 833-436-8800. You drive around to find the cheapest gas, so why not refinance your mortgage? Every day you wait, you're wasting money on needless interest. Go to theloanexchange.com or call 833-436-8800 to find out what your savings will be with a new 30-year fixed-rate loan at 5.75% interest rate and 5.939% APR. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. That's theloanexchange.com or call 833-436-8800 for a 30-year fixed-rate loan at 5.75% interest rate and 5.939% APR.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 1-800-983-6530. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-983-6530 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 1-800-983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-983-6530 now. This advertisement is paid for by Heritage for the Blind.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers.
I know just enough to pretend that I know what I'm talking about. That, by the way, goes for almost everything except for drinking and baseball.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis rolls on.
Puppy power!
I did not know you had that in you.
Come on, I love that show. Come on.
Back to the guys.
Now this is how we do it when we checking the grip.
So that play right there, somewhere Papelbon is like, I told you! See, Bryce, this is why you run them out!
Oh, you're right. The Dodgers got a chance to get something going here early in the game. Have the bases loaded against Christopher Sanchez in the top of the first inning. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And who I can't... Let's see, who's coming up to bat?
Miguel Rojas.
Oh, Miguel Rojas. Okay, Miguel Rojas is due up. They've had a hit, an error, and an HBP to load the bases. Trey Turner just kind of booted one right there to let Mookie get on.
What was his? Is that Don Mattingly?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude.
Works for his kid. His kid's the GM.
Bruh.
Yeah.
He's black and white.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Where'd the color go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old is he now?
60-something?
Probably, yeah.
God bless him. He's going to become Don Zimmer overnight. There you go.
Yeah, he's a lifer.
He's been in it forever.
He's a lifer. He'll be there
He'll be buried
forever.
in a uniform, probably.
Yeah, 100%. Because this was the year he was supposed to not do it. Like he was going to kind of, because where was he in? He was in Toronto.
Yep.
And you know, John Schneider wanted to bring him back, and he said, you know what, I'm just going to, he's got little kids still. So he's got kids. He's got like a teenager and a kid that I think is like 7 or 8.
Good for him.
So he's like, I want to be home. And then the Phillies called and said, hey, can you come in and save this? And he did.
And he did.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, sure I can.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's done a really good job. So we'll keep you up to speed on what's going on with the Dodgers. Dodgers in the middle of the season. College football season right around the corner. And it's weird because of all the weirdness that's around college football right now, because players are on a different team every year. Coaches go to different teams seemingly every year. Conferences are realigned frequently. Now the SEC is talking about basically maybe pulling the ripcord and just saying, you know what, we'll just go start our own league.
You've been saying that for years.
Yeah, but it feels more possible than maybe ever before because there's some legislation that's out there that they don't love. And if they just pack up their you-know-what and go home, they have how many teams are in the SEC now? 18.
Yeah.
And so I mean, an 18-team league with those schools, it's a pretty good league.
18 teams in one league.
I think the Big Ten has
Big
16,
10, something like that. Yeah,
or if not 18. Yeah.
Then you schedule out a conference, and you
wouldn't even need to.
You got to play more than 18 teams.
Yeah, I think
why?
I think what happens is I think the SEC, the big, whatever they call themselves,
10.
Yeah, sure. And then maybe you get the ACC, and I think they go off by themselves
So the
and
Power
find happy
5s
existence.
or the Power 3 goes off and creates their own league.
Basically.
Okay, so when that league crowns a champion, is that the national champion? What about the other schools?
Well, okay, give me one of the others that you would legitimately say would be better than the champion that comes out of that league.
I don't know. It depends on the season. I mean, you could
Yeah.
have one of those miracle squads. It happens in college football.
But, okay,
Northwestern
let's
made
play
the
it
Rose
out.
Bowl.
Let's say that you got that league with whatever that is, 70, 80 teams, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
And just to pick one at random, Notre Dame wins that league. And then on the other side of the draw, San Jose State wins. I mean, what are we doing?
Well, I would go with the blue blood.
Yeah.
But,
right.
I mean, how did that San Jose State team win? Maybe they do have the best team in the country. Maybe I'd like to see them play the other schools.
Yeah, I would not need to see that.
Really?
No.
I mean, who knows? Maybe because of NIL, this is the different thing. You have instant contenders now. And
yeah,
you,
but
and
those,
you can get talent anywhere.
But those NIL schools are going to be in that pool.
Definitely.
Yeah, the schools without NIL will be the other schools. It will be the Oregon States, the San Jose States, the Tulsas. It'll be those schools that don't have a big NIL budget, the schools that have the money and the wherewithal and, quite frankly, the desire to play at that level. They'll all play together.
And I think some of the big thing, too, is that there's the TV money that's involved in these, too, right? I mean, like, Indiana's an interesting story, and they sort of came out of nowhere, but they also had the benefit of playing in the Big Ten and getting that Big Ten money for years and years. And now, Cignetti's the guy who took them over the top and, was
Mark
able
Cuban.
to build this. Yeah,
and Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban took them over the top.
Almighty.
But, they weren't playing from, the same place. They're not like a Sacramento State trying to build itself up.
They had the legitimacy of their league.
Yes.
The league legitimized them. Like, who is the worst? Let's just say UCLA. Okay, and we can talk about them in a second. But if UCLA, just next year, Bob Chesney literally pulls a Curt Cignetti, and all of a sudden we're well into November, and UCLA has lost a game or two, and they're right up there. No one's going to be saying, I don't know. It's because they'll have gone through a Big Ten schedule. They'll have beaten the Oregons and the Washingtons and the Michigans and the Michigan States and the Ohio States. Like, to get there, the league legitimizes the path.
True, very true. Okay, texting with Marshall Falk over this. He's the head coach at Southern, and he had a quote: "College football is weird now.
Very.
It is legit free agency. There's been more quarterbacks on the move than in the pay leagues.
Yeah,
I can't even say that anymore. Than the pros. It's insane now. So you can build a contender just about anywhere if you have deep pockets. So if you have a school that wants to go all in and try to win for 1 year, you can. Now, it may bankrupt you if you don't win, but I mean, you can go all out if you want to. But it's just the more we keep screwing with things, the worse they're going to get. I don't know how this makes college football any better.
It doesn't.
I don't think it does.
Yeah, it doesn't.
But some
At
of this,
all, right?
It's better for the players.
It is. But a lot of this falls back on the schools, the administrators, the NC2A, because it's not like this desire for the players to get some sort of compensation. It's not a new thing. It's a thing that people have been asking about for decades, right? And we got here because essentially the courts sort of forced everybody's hand. And the fact that the NC2A didn't take all this time previously to set up some sort of guidelines, some sort of guardrails to stop this, then all of a sudden when it just happened, we've got this Wild West atmosphere. And it's like, well, yeah, it's bad for everybody, but if you had been proactive 20 years ago and at least started a framework, we'd have something that makes a little more sense now.
The thing that sucks about it to me, and like you said, DeMarco, it doesn't make it any better. And
I don't know how you hit the iceberg. It's still college football.
It's still fun on a Saturday afternoon to turn on your TV and see Alabama playing LSU. That's fun. But now the guy that's at Alabama was at LSU last year and vice versa. And it's like, are you really playing for Alabama? No, you're playing because that guy wrote you a little bit of a bigger check.
You're rooting for the laundry.
And you're going through it. And I don't know. For me, it's taken some of the fun out of it, and it's kind of
or
weird
some of
because
the heart of it,
the heart, the soul, quite frankly,
yeah.
and it's. I don't want the players to not get what they're getting. I believe they deserve it. I believe they've earned it. But in the process of it all, it's like, I mean, dude, can you really play for Oregon, USC, and Notre Dame? Like, can you really do that? And everybody's okay with that? It's just weird.
Hope we don't sell the soul of the sport.
I think it's too. I think we already did.
I think we're on the verge of it. And a few more changes, and it's no longer the sport that we love. I got UCLA's expectations for, is it 6-6 to 8-4? 8-4 throw a parade
would be amazing.
That'd be throw a parade, right? 6-6 is about normal.
Not from where they've been the last few years. Keep in mind, the UCLA program a year ago got beat by UNLV. They got crushed by New Mexico. Okay, these are programs that should never come within 2 touchdowns of
Extenuating circumstance. I don't want to bring up his name, but
it's still UCLA. It's still a team in the Big Ten. It's still a team based in Los Angeles. It's got a prestigious academic. Indeed, we did. And if you didn't, the head coach told you.
Right.
It's based in Los Angeles. It's got a prestigious academic record. You have great athletes everywhere you turn. There is never a reason that a school like New Mexico should beat you, much less beat you by 3 touchdowns.
Ever. I'm sorry.
And that's what happened. So if they turn around and win 6 games, I think that's a tremendous leap forward.
Check my math. UCLA, they don't play Ohio State this year.
Okay.
They don't play Penn State.
Okay.
I mean, do you still consider Indiana without Mendoza?
Yeah, because Cignetti's a real coach, and they're going to spend money. They're going to reload.
Okay,
so, yes.
I don't think UCLA plays them either way, and they don't play UW. I mean, 8-4 is not out of the question.
8-4 would be terrific.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah,
would be terrific.
They'd be on the map. Yeah, and the roster is improved. I did speak with some other coaches at the other school. I was trying to make jokes about UCLA, and they cautioned me. They told me about the roster there. It's really impressive. So they said Bob, number 1, is that guy.
Mm-hmm.
He can coach, and the roster's better than you think.
You know, we had Bob on, what was it, DeMarco, a few months ago, right?
And still remember it.
and asking him about Curt Cignetti, like, hey, can you do here what he did there? And he just said yes. Like it wasn't one of these, well, you know, that was very special. He leaned right into it.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was A, really brave to do, because you're setting yourself up for, you know, people say, hey, you said you could do it. Why didn't you do it? But B, I think it kind of gives you insight as to the way that he looks at it. Like, I'm not looking to do a slow build. I'm sure that that's part of it, but you can make these crazy ass leaps now that you couldn't before, because you can, to your point, DeMarco, who's the best player? I'll buy him. I'll buy him. I'll get him. And all of a sudden, my program that used to take 2 or 3 years to build, it's like I can build it in one offseason.
But if you are that guy, I mean, why not lean into it, though, right? Because especially when you look at the recent history of the program, you already sort of hit rock bottom in a way, right? Like, why not come in here and make the big boast and say that this is what we can do and this is what we want to do and this is what we're going to do? Because if you don't, I mean, yeah, maybe you were out of a job, but really is the program in any worse shape than it was? No, but at least you've given people some hope, and that's step 1 to any part of this.
I can't wait to see what Bob Chesney Ball is all about.
Yeah.
I know what he sounds like. I can't wait to see what his style of football is like. I hope it's physical, because you're going to need it in the Big Ten. The other thing is it this might be completely unfair, but it's almost national championship or nothing for SC if you're Lincoln Riley.
They got to be in the playoff.
They got to be in the playoff at least.
You got to win the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think
you
it's that.
got to win the whole blanket enchilada to get off the hot seat.
Yeah, I don't.
Because you have zero excuses.
I do agree with that.
And the paycheck, and think of the paycheck.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But if USC went to the Final Four, Trojan fans would be like, okay, we're on the right path.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's more about seeing that progression, because the first year of Lincoln Riley, it was great, and it looked like they were ahead of schedule. Then they have sort of backslid the last couple of years. I think people just want to see progress.
Take
so
me to the
I'm
finish
with you.
line.
I think playoff is what you need.
But let's say they get into the playoff and they lose. It's like, is that progress? Yes, but it's very incremental progress, right? So I think they need to get into it. I think they need to make some noise in it. I don't think they need to punch their ticket, but I do think it needs to be, we're talking about them all season long, like SC can win the whole thing if they catch this break or that break, or they get the right draw or whatever. But to your point, DeMarco, it isn't like you got to give. No. And it's, by the way, the I need more time thing, that's just out the window for every coach
Done.
now.
Yeah. Right.
Because you can just go purchase the players you want.
USC is playing for championships this year.
Yeah.
UCLA is playing for the path he's talking about.
Yeah.
Just show us the path because they're there. But Lincoln Riley and this squad, come on, bro. It's all about trophies now.
Yeah, but I think that's another difference, though, in the college football world we live in because, at SC it was, national championships were great, but it used to just be, it's about winning. It was winning the Pac-10, right? Because that got you to the Rose Bowl, and then that got, whatever else happened was sort of out of your hands. We now live in a world where, at least at a lot of schools, it is sort of national championship or bust, which I guess it's fun when you're in the mix for it, but it's also a point where if you lose a couple games early in the season, it's easy to check out. You're like, okay, we're not in the conversation anymore.
Hit the portal.
Why? What's my motivation as a fan to clock in every week? If it's national championship or bust and we're done in week 6, what am I doing now?
DraftKings.
Yeah. Join DeMarco and Travis live from Santa Monica this Thursday. That's the 23rd of July. We'll be doing our show 3 to 6 live leading into State of the City from realignment to Renaissance. Celebrate the excitement leading up to Super Bowl 61 with giveaways, entertainment, activities, local partners, and more. For more event information, visit ESPNLA.com and click the Santa Monica State of the City banner. We are still waiting. There's a little bit of noise out in the internet world that doesn't seem super legit about where LeBron's going to go. We'll try to see if we can read a few of these tea leaves because he's got the entire league waiting for it. He's got the entire sports world waiting for it. That's coming up next. It's DeMarco and Trav. Marcus is here on a Monday on 710 ESPN.
Hey, it's Greg Bergman. Have you become a part of the ESPN LA Blue Crew? Well, if you haven't, why haven't you? The Blue Review presented by LAX. Each weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. with me, Gregory Arthur Bergman, thanks, Cappy, and Marcus Grant. We're talking Dodgers baseball first thing in your day and getting you warmed up for the Sedano and Cap morning show. The Blue Review on our ESPN LA YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles. Weekdays at 6:30 a.m. Live and always on demand. Your home for real Dodgers talk, ESPN LA.
Hi, it's Ramona Shelburne. Right now, lease a brand new 2026 Hyundai Palisade SE for just $299 a month. Comes with owner's assurance and America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Take it from me. With next-level customer service and incredible dealer incentives, your next Hyundai is waiting for you at Hyundai of Glendale. Call 818-222-8000 or check them out at HyundaiofGlendale.net.
$299 per month plus tax. Close annual lease for 24 months. $47.49 total due at signing plus government fees and taxes. Unapproved above average credit through HMF. Social security deposit. 7,500 miles per year. 20 cents per access miles. Expires 7/31/26. This is the Doctor in the Dugout with Dr. Alan Byer. Presented by Hoag Orthopedic Institute.
I'm often asked about people who suffer their first back injury, think they've pulled a muscle in their back, and they don't stretch enough as far as their back is concerned. So when do you seek care from a doctor when you've sustained a back injury? At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, we like to tell people that the most important thing is to watch and see if that back pain is radiating down your leg, causing any numbness, causing any weakness, or any bowel or bladder dysfunction. These are surgical problems usually and require a more urgent visit to the emergency room rather than waiting to see the doctor. If none of these signs are present, it's safe to wait it out, rest for a few days, and seek medical care from your doctor within a week or so. Hope that helps. Keep stretching your back. If that doesn't get better in a week or 10 days, that's when it's time to seek the orthopedic specialist. Hope this keeps you on the field, and keep listening. We'll be back soon.
Keep listening for more on the road to recovery right here on 710 ESPN.
When's the last time payroll was the easy part of your week? With Gusto, it can be. Gusto is the all-in-one platform designed to take the hassle out of managing your team, from payroll and compliance to hiring, onboarding, and more. With Gusto, you can get back 2 full days each month with all the time you've saved. Go to gusto.com today and learn why over 500,000 small businesses choose Gusto. That's GUSTO.com. Gusto.com.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You push yourself in everything you do, scanning headlines for insights, keeping an eye on the market. Robinhood puts you in control of your money, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
is the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. 4 o'clock hour, the 4 p.m. Waba Grill Happy Hour. Waba Grill's weekday happy hour now starts at 2 p.m. until close and is packed with even more flavor. Choose 5-piece dumplings, original or new chili crisp, or a boom boom taco. Boom boom bam! Paired with a value-sized premium Waba beverage, get both for just $5. Only at Waba Grill. The 4 p.m. Waba Grill Happy Hour rolls on the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show on ESPN LA.
We have come a long way with rap music.
Yeah, this is very 80s.
This is like damn near 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Kind of chill. Not quite as chill as Justin Bieber's musical song.
Oh, that was horrible.
So the bar that I was in, we're watching it. It's a bar. It's a World Cup final, and it was packed. Okay, so it's loud.
Yeah.
People are drinking. It's hot. And everybody's having a good time. And whether you liked Madonna's performance or whatever, it's like, yeah, okay, but at least it's moving and blank is happening. And then he comes out, and it's like, just, dude, what are we doing here?
The guitar, the acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
The Sudeikis part, though, but just
it was
good.
fun.
Ted
And
Lasso
then
stuff,
Shakira kind of saved it at the end. She brought the energy back
She was the
up.
main event, basically.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
but, dude, why are we going low tempo in the middle of a huge celebration?
By the way, have you seen The Hawk yet on Netflix?
Don't ask me that.
I'm 7 episodes in.
Okay.
No?
No, this is the golf show, right?
Yes, Will Ferrell.
No.
I don't want to talk about it.
Is it bad? You don't like it?
I don't want to talk about it, DeMarco.
You don't want to hate it?
You're putting me in a position that
Really?
I don't want to do.
Oh, my God.
No,
Okay.
I was going to
I'm
tune in.
into it. I'm into it.
I'm glad you like it.
His caddy is hilarious.
The caddy's pretty funny. The caddy's pretty funny, but I'm glad you like it.
I can't wait.
I
So did you watch the whole thing?
I watched the first episode.
You got to keep watching. Keep going. Will Ferrell's hilarious. Come on now.
The reason I don't want to talk about it is because I love Will Ferrell.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm trying to get him on the show, so.
Okay. Will, it's awesome. I need more. There.
How many episodes are there?
I think 10.
10.
So we're getting close to the
close?
crescendo.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of awesome. I thought you'd like, man, I can't wait to talk about it.
I'm not saying I'm out for sure. Maybe your enthusiasm for it may make me try the second episode.
He's out there with a ladies' golf show.
So I've heard about it, and I'm reading the synopsis, right? And all I'm thinking is, and tell me if I'm wrong, like it's the golf version of like Eastbound and Down.
Kind of,
right?
yes.
Not a bad description.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh my God. Please take a watch and let me know. Tell me what you think.
Eastbound and Down, I loved.
Okay. You don't love this. Okay.
I've only seen one episode, so I have no opinion.
Keep watching. Yes.
I will try again in just a little bit. I want to play this for you. This is Brian Windhorst talking about what he and every other NBA person has been talking about since the announcement that LeBron James is not going to return to Los Angeles.
I do think, however, he has seriously considered. He absolutely has had conversations with Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid and Jaylen Brown, but he's also had conversations with players on other teams. And so that's what makes this decision so fascinating is you can make a reasonable case for Philadelphia. You can make a reasonable case for Miami. And of course, the case for Cleveland is very strong because he's from there. I do think that LeBron has some level of temptation to go outside the norm here. In other words, it would be a layup to go to Cleveland. And if he picks Cleveland, I think he won't have to do any explaining. I do think he has investigated Philly, and I do think he has looked into the process, so to speak.
Some level of temptation outside of the norm. So that would mean Golden State, Philly, Minnesota? I
think Minnesota's in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Golden State and Philly fall into the outside the norm? The norm would be Miami and Cleveland. Right?
I guess.
I thought the norm would be Golden State.
Was Golden State maybe in the norm?
I thought Golden State was the norm.
How's that the norm? Explain it to me.
I think it's the norm
That's
just
where
because
his buddies are.
that and it seems to have been in the mix from the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah. Even going back to last year when he was
Okay.
still a Laker.
Okay.
Yeah, outside the norm. Well, it actually fits in Philly because he's not chasing stats. He's chasing rings. And if you put him there, you possibly get a better Maxey. They fit. It still depends on Embiid's health.
Yeah.
But you put LeBron in Philly. If I'm in the East, I just can't pshaw that.
No. I agree with that. I think that it's a really interesting team. I mean, Jaylen Brown, Maxey, and LeBron James is and
Yes.
Edgecombe, like they've got
top three.
That's a pretty good team. You know what surprised me most about all of this, frankly, is that it hasn't leaked, which means one thing.
Somebody's lying?
No, he really hasn't told anybody.
Yeah.
Or the people that he's told are such close hold, like his wife.
He's told Rich Paul,
and literally maybe nobody else.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think it would likely leak out.
I went the other way. I thought somebody's lying.
I mean, that's possible.
Because, like, the downside to bringing him in, there's positives to bringing LeBron to Philly, right?
Sure.
For everything we just said. The downside is he could disrupt chemistry. He could make it worse.
The chemistry is going to be different already, though, with Brown coming in. Like with Jaylen Brown coming in, it's a brand new ball game from the jump because the second he walks into the room, he's their best player.
True.
Yeah.
Or he is.
Yeah.
And you got one that probably thinks he still is at
Yeah, I
41.
agree with that, too.
That could be an issue.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you didn't want LeBron on your team, if you're, I guess, just south of a superstar, even a superstar, if you didn't want him on your team, would you actually say so?
I mean, maybe to certain people behind closed doors and making sure everybody's phone's off. Sure.
Yeah.
You get your Twitter burner operating and, put it out.
I know the NBA is waiting, and LeBron generates a lot of money, and David Silver, not Adam. Adam Silver.
David Silver was Donna Martin's boyfriend.
I hate when you do that. Yes. I was trying to avoid that. Adam Silver knows, like, LeBron's decision affects a lot. It affects TV schedules, the whole nine. You have to wait. But I do wonder, are some people like, I really don't want this guy. I hope he doesn't pick us because of everything that comes with it.
Yeah, I think that's certainly possible. Like, I don't know. Here's the other thing, though. He's a good teammate. Like, he's a very specific flavor of ice cream when he comes into your building, but it's a flavor that everybody kind of likes, right? Like, he's not going to come in and not work hard. He's not going to come in and be a bad guy. He's not going to come in and disrespect the coach openly. Like, he's not going to do those things. He's not a toxic personality. He's LeBron James, which
he's
comes
a big personality.
He's a massive personality, but he's not toxic the way that some other people can be. So maybe not. But I also wouldn't be surprised if just somebody, hey, listen, we're thinking about doing this. What do you think? And the star player goes, I don't know.
Or the coach.
Yeah. Or the coach says, I don't know.
Because I'm sure J.J. Redick was kind of hamstrung a little bit because there's some things you want to
absolutely
do. You want to emphasize. You want to yell at a young guy for not getting back. And then there's LeBron. Well, I meant everybody but him.
Yeah.
That's hard to coach.
No, I just keep on going back to, because remember we always had those discussions that he would never be able to fit in with a guy like Luka Doncic or Austin Reeves. Like, he has to kind of play a different type of style in order to fit in with them. That's what the third option, started to come into play, which ended up being really effective for the Los Angeles Lakers last season. Don't you think teams see that? Like, oh, he can fit seamlessly with those guys. Like,
Absolutely.
he can fit seamlessly somewhere else as well. Like, isn't that something that teams take in consideration as well? So,
with one exception, I think it's an interesting question, but I'd throw one thing into the mix that you did not mention, and that was when he was headed out the door at the end of the season. He mentioned the fact that he had never been asked to do that before, and it did not sound like it was one of those.
He laughed.
It was like, yeah, I did it, but man, come on. It was. I
was
did
the
it because
third option.
I can do anything on a basketball court, so of course I can, but I'd never been asked to do that before. Now, maybe he would do it again in the right circumstances, but just hearing him say that made it sound like I don't want to do that again.
I don't know the guy personally. I'm just guessing, but I'll ask you, how do you think LeBron would feel about being on a championship squad as just a role player?
I mean, I think he has to understand what the circumstances are, because he goes to Minnesota, he's going to be underneath Anthony Edwards. Like, Anthony Edwards is their guy. He's their go-to guy. You go to Philadelphia, Jaylen Brown is going to be their guy alongside Tyrese Maxey. And in Golden State, no matter who you are, you come in there, it's Stephen Curry, man. So it's like he might not necessarily be defined as a role player. You still need LeBron James to be LeBron James.
Cleveland, Donovan Mitchell's still their best player,
it's
right?
hard to imagine him going anywhere and being the headliner at this point in his career. I would hope that he's taken that into account. as he's making his decision?
Maybe. If they didn't need him to be more than just a facilitator, I'm not sure if he would be happy with that here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're all trying to read the man's mind. You know what I mean? Like we're all trying to,
because he's not telling us.
That's what I'm saying. And this is like that. If you're not telling us what's up, we're going to make it up.
Of course.
We're going to come up with our own stuff to try to, like we were talking about before. We're going to reverse engineer a theory as to why you're saying this. And when you say things like you got to trust the process and every neck in Philly snaps around, it's like, dude, you know what you're doing.
They're on red meat.
Right.
Yeah.
You know it. And again, he knows exactly who he is, and he knows the power that he has. And, coming up in, let's call it 13 minutes, we'll talk more about the economic impact that he has on the league and why the whole league's just basically sitting there. Let us know when you're ready.
Tell me what's the delay?
Him.
Oh,
him having the whole world on a string like this going,
I think we'll know this week. Like, we talked about that he wanted the World Cup to be done. So he's like, okay, World Cup is on Sunday. Let it breathe Monday. Tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday. I think that we'll know.
Look, there's no variable that has changed. The everybody's moved that's going to move.
Unless
the money's
somebody's
the
lying.
money.
Unless somebody's not telling the truth.
Oh, my goodness. Tip or no tip is coming up next. Marcus is here on a Monday on 710 ESPN.
ESPN LA may sound one way on AM.
But you know where it sounds best?
You guessed it, crystal clear digital audio.
Crystal clear digital audio on the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA wherever you get your apps.
And you can always watch LA's mega sports station live or on demand on our YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles.
In sports, you got to have the right team in your corner. Same goes for after an accident. That's why when people ask me who'd I call, it's easy. I tell them my guy, attorney Big Al. Big Al and his team have been helping accident victims across California for more than 15 years. 1-800-HURT-123. That's 1-800-HURT-123. They're available 24/7. 1-800-HURT-123 or check them out online at attorneybigalca.com. Attorney Big Al is attorney Ken Klein based in Los Angeles.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Head to Waba Grill for $5 happy hour weekdays starting at 2 p.m. Choose from 5-piece dumplings original or chili crisp or a spicy boom boom taco. Pair with your favorite premium or beverage, including our new strawberry watermelon lemonade refresher, both for just $5 only at Waba Grill.
Have more summer. Celebrate free at AutoZone. Now through July 27th. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on 2 different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely freaks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker so after the first one freaks you out, you see the second and you're like, oh right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered subject to policy terms.
It's around 4:45 in the Southland on the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. You know what that means. It's time for Tip or No Tip, presented by attorney Big Al. Tip or No Tip with producer Laura. Tip or No Tip, presented by attorney Big Al. If you get in an accident, tip the scale in your favor. Make Big Al your first call. Don't go at it alone. Call 1-800-HURT-123. That's 1-800-HURT-123 or visit attorneybigalca.com. And now, with Tip or No Tip, here's producer Laura.
Thanks, Chris. All right, guys, this one I feel like definitely hits you guys, especially DeMarco.
Oh, boy.
So a piece of notebook paper that LeBron James reportedly threw away in high school after practicing different version of his signature has become a valuable collectible. The sheet was recovered, authenticated, graded, and now is owned by Celebrity Mint. So I want to know, tip or no tip, you also practiced your signature to make sure it was perfect.
I did. Long time ago. As a kid, don't we all do that, right?
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
But I really put it into practice when Joe Theismann told me. Like, he really pulled me aside. I think we were signing stuff on the same day, and he asked me, is that the same signature you use on checks? This is back when we used checks. And I said, yes. He said, you shouldn't do that. Right. And it just, okay. You're exactly right. But yes, we all did. Of course.
I was convinced I was going to go to the major leagues and I was going to be an all-star in the Hall of Fame and all these things. And damn right I practiced my autograph.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Do it
I
in the
did.
air.
Yeah.
Do it in the air. There you go.
Yeah, 100% practice there.
Yeah.
For sure. I want to go back to, though, like, this was a thing he threw away after high school.
Yes.
So, I guess he was a big deal in high school.
He was
but, like,
very famous in high
so,
school.
like, yeah, somebody just dug it out of the trash and held onto it, huh?
I'll be honest. I'm not a huge memorabilia collector. I like to look at it. I find it really, really interesting, but it's not something that, like, I actively try to collect things other than some baseball cards here and there.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Like,
Yeah.
that is a really very unique, cool item.
Shout out to the person who had the foresight to grab it and hold on to it.
Or
all these
lucked
years.
into it. Just, what is this?
Yeah.
Right. That's LeBron. Really? I didn't know I had this.
Very cool.
Bottom of the box.
Yeah.
I think it happened one other time. Somebody found Eminem's notebook.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
That's
think he
wild.
threw his notebook in the trash and somebody else found it and it's all his stuff on there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
That's super cool.
Did you? There. Speaking of like the collectibles thing, that that picture of Messi with baby Yamal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
my God.
That Topps is turning it into a 1-of-1 card.
Oh, wow.
No way.
Yes,
That's
yes,
amazing.
they're turning it in. Home run for the Phillies. right
Yeah,
there.
this inning has gone badly for me.
Yeah, but I think like those really weird ones like that are, I think, really cool items.
So I had a really pretty signature like in high school just because I liked penmanship. And then as I got older, it got sloppier and sloppier. And somebody said, to your point, DeMarco, never sign anything like you do a check. And then 2, always make sure is if you're going to be signing something to be very similar because like you're an athlete. So if they want to authenticate something, it has to look like, oh, that makes sense. It's your stride, you know?
I told you those clubs that had my jersey up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Were they authenticated?
It was a copy of my signature, but it's just one thing. That's written by a right-hander.
Oh, okay. All right.
Interesting. Okay. So this was also something that was funny to me. So a Orange County Uber passenger says his Tesla driver appeared to be asleep while the car was traveling down the 405 freeway. The guy took a video and, wanted to show proof, sent it to Uber and filed a complaint. Tesla says they do have a full self-driving technology, but it still requires drivers to remain alert and out of control at all times. As somebody who has driven my sister-in-law's Tesla and has had it in full driving mode, the moment you kind of look away from that little camera, it'll like snap you. So I don't know if I believe this story, but tip or no tip, self-driving cars are making people way too comfortable to not pay attention.
I'll let you answer. You have one.
I think it's no tip. Look, will the self-driving technology cause some problems? Sure. You know what else causes problems? Human drivers.
Yeah.
Right? They make mistakes too. And the computer is probably a little smarter than the rest of us. I have a car that can do this. I don't use it. I still drive the car normally. I would rather drive the car myself because of weird stuff that is in the middle of the road that I know how to avoid it, whatever it is.
Comfort,
But look around. The next time you're driving on the freeway, look to your left and right and you see one of those cars. 9 out of 10 people that's driving one of those cars, they're not looking at the road. They're looking down. They're doing something else, and their hands aren't on the wheel, and they're right smack in the middle of the lane. I mean, it's here to stay, and every manufacturer seems to be rolling one out that can do something similar. So I think it's just going to be now. If I were in an Uber and the guy were asleep, I would wake his ass up.
I have a problem with that part.
Yeah.
It was funny you say this because I remember seeing a couple weeks ago a story. I think it's China or Taiwan somewhere where they have the self-driving cars and like the taxi drivers have these little like figurine head, basically like take like the head off like a Ken doll or something, and they position it in front of the camera. So that way they can look away and do other things, but the camera always sees a face there the whole time, and they're just doing whatever they're doing.
Think about a Waymo. There literally isn't a driver, and there's a lot of them out there.
I can't do that. That freaks me out.
I haven't done it yet.
Only did it once.
I think I'm at the point where I would.
I would try just to say I did, if nothing else, just to see what it's like.
Yeah.
It's not like people making mistakes, accidents happen.
Yeah.
It's the people that do it on purpose.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's
Self-driving cars don't do that.
Right.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
I will say, as someone who talked a lot of crap about not using the self-driving portion, that Mad Max thing is amazing.
What's the Mad Max thing?
It's like the fastest option on the Tesla. So there's like different versions of it.
It actually says Mad Max?
Yes. At least my sister-in-law says Mad Max. It's really cool. Okay. Anyways, Sephora.
I might have to get one for that. Come on, Mad Max.
Honestly, it's cool. So Sephora is rolling out a quiet hours at stores around the world, becoming the first global beauty retailer to offer low sensory shopping experience. During designated hours, stores will turn down the music, reduce strong scents, and limit visual distractions on in-store screens to create a calmer environment, particularly for people with neurodivergent and sensory sensitive shoppers. So this is a move that allows, other places to hopefully follow suit. So tip or no tip, every major retailer should offer quiet hours.
Oh.
Tip.
Really?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I think it's like, I used to work at a mall. I used to work at the Gap, and like the music there was fine. But then if you go into like not Abercrombie, maybe Abercrombie.
Spencer's has a weird.
But there's some stores where the music is like blasting.
Love it.
But I've heard like part of that is so that you don't try to ask for things. That
Oh, really? That's the strategy
I've heard the
behind
strategy
it?
is that so like you don't like if you really. You will only ask for things if you really, really want it, which seems kind of counterintuitive to me.
Yeah, look, I mean, I would love to have a place because sometimes you go in, and I've become to the point where if there's music in the background, I can't hear a thing.
Really?
I lose track of everybody I'm with or whatever it is, so I wouldn't mind it, but I would just vote with my wallet. If it's real, I just won't go.
Yeah.
Right? So if the music's cranked up too loud, I'll just pick a different place to go. I'm out of the loud music phase of my
Remember
life.
the Star Wars action figures of our youth?
Uh-huh.
We used to have the plastic pegs that would shoot across the room.
Of course.
Then all of a sudden we didn't.
I know.
Yeah, because somebody got hit in the eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I can't have music. Now I can't have music, okay?
Well, you can have
It's not
music.
all day. It's just a portion of the day.
I mean, if I hit the store on the quiet time, I'm that guy.
There's a store that was famous for having it like crazy loud.
Yeah.
It'll come to me.
Yeah.
Doctors are getting
like music.
clobbered.
Okay, so I'm all for it. I have two autistic brothers, and sometimes they don't want to be in something super noisy. But also, as somebody who loves to shop, if it's too calm, I would have to opt out of those hours because I want the bright lights. I want the sensory because to me, it wakes me up versus that would calm me down and make me not shop. But that's just me. All right, one more for you guys.
What you were just doing right there, that is like a siren song for Travis, don't come in. it literally, the second I hear that pulsating beat, I'm like, that's not for me.
I'm like, give me the skinny jeans.
Yeah.
Give me the
good
skinny jeans. All right, one more for you guys here. One of my favorite places, In-N-Out, has expanded across the country, as we've talked about, and is all the way up to Tennessee. But one part of the country is still off limits, according to President Lindsay Snyder. It says they do not plan to go into the East Coast. They're saying that it is for the chain has readily turned down this opportunity, like Florida, because they want to keep the authenticity, integrity of what they do. So tip or no tip, In-N-Out should never expand to the East Coast. It's a West Coast thing.
I'm gonna go tip on that. Not everything needs to be everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you. I think
should be regional.
The way that they've expanded makes a lot of sense. Like they're not franchised, right?
Yeah.
They are a privately held company. I'm sure every private equity company has tried to buy them at one point or another and take them public and do all of those other things and franchise it. But In-N-Out's quality control is as good as anybody you're ever going to run into.
Yep.
And that double-double you get in L.A. is the same double-double you get in Scottsdale. It's the same one you get in Portland, Oregon. There's no difference to it. And they want to control it's the reason they don't do delivery apps. Like they just control every last part of it. Now, if they could expand to Florida or the East Coast and still control the distribution the way they have, great, put it out there. But the second that's the problem.
Yep.
I'm with you. The second you trust someone else to do it is when the thing's going to break.
It'll change.
And I'm with you. Let's keep our
I'm
double-doubles
surprised
here.
they're as far as Nashville because I always believed that they were going to go as far as basically the delivery trucks get to like within 24 hours.
Yeah,
something
no
like that.
freezers. It's
no
gotta be-
freezers.
right.
So like, I mean, obviously they figured out distribution and that sort of delivery and that sort of thing, but like I'm surprised that they're even that far east.
Keep your White Castle. You're good.
It's awful.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
Go ahead. That's your burger.
Oh.
It's so gross.
We'll keep ours.
No,
there
thank
you
you. No, thank you. What about Five Guys? That's an East Coast. I think that's a Virginia thing.
I went there one time and that was enough. Like, I mean, it was good, but the fact that I paid $30 for a burger, fries, and a drink, like, what am I doing? What are we doing?
It wasn't always like that.
I'm with him.
Yeah.
Like the burger at Five Guys is
so good,
really good, but it's crazy expensive.
Crazy expensive.
Yeah,
the fries are good.
Yeah,
It's good.
if I'm going to get a cheeseburger and fries, I do not need to take 2 20s out of my wallet.
This is true.
You know what I mean? Like, this is no. We've lost the plot. Like one and change. Like here's the 20, and I need some change coming back.
Not to be morbid. Death row, last meal. You want a burger? Where?
Me? Apple pan for me.
Apple pan. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably a good one. Like I want a big, juicy, thick burger.
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah. From who? From where? Who's making that burger? Because my last meal was Five Guys, I wouldn't be upset.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I'm not paying for it. Then that's fine.
The state of California is paying for
I'm
it.
not coming out of pocket for it. Sure, I'll absolutely eat it.
That's right.
That's great.
Tip or No Tip is brought to you by my guy, attorney Big Al, who will be here tomorrow, right?
That is true.
All right, Big Al. If you get in an accident, tip the scales in your favor. Make Big Al your first call. Don't go at it alone. Call this number, 1-800-HURT-123, or visit attorneybigalca.com.
All right. The Rams are not only very good, they are very, very expensive. That's coming up next. It's DeMarco and Trav. Marcus is here on a Monday on 710 ESPN.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
If I'm Derek Carr, and I want to win a Super Bowl before I'm done.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
How about this? You look at Stafford's record, you look at how Stafford plays and the amount of time that he misses, which is very, very minimal, and you say, hey, look, if you're the Rams and you don't have what you call a viable backup quarterback, why would you not at least knock on the door of Derek Carr? Now you've got a 34-year-old veteran quarterback who's started probably a couple hundred games in his career. And now, Ty Simpson, you're our third-string quarterback, and Stetson Bennett, in theory, could be the odd man out. But if backup quarterback is a critical position for the Rams because of Stafford's age and injury history, then getting a real backup quarterback, someone with real experience, might be on the Rams' radar.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
Here's good news for folks who have a jumbo loan. The Loan Exchange, America's jumbo lender, is offering a 30-year fixed-rate loan at a 5.75% interest rate and 5.939% APR for loan amounts up to $3 million. So if you have a mortgage with an interest rate of 6% or higher, give America's jumbo lender a call at 833-436-8800. You drive around to find the cheapest gas, so why not refinance your mortgage? Every day you wait, you're wasting money on needless interest. Go to theloanexchange.com or call 833-436-8800 to find out what your savings will be with a new 30-year fixed-rate loan at 5.75% interest rate and 5.939% APR. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. That's theloanexchange.com or call 833-436-8800 for a 30-year fixed-rate loan at 5.75% interest rate and 5.939% APR.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. This is the afternoon show with DeMarco and Travis.
They told me you used to be hip, Trav.
Used to be?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
They said, like sweet tea used to be hip. Like you can get down.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis rolls on.
I'm pretty comfortable wherever I need to be comfortable.
You should take him to the club.
Back to the guys.
I would not be comfortable.
Hey, dude. Travis, come on. Marcus, I'm not buying it.
Which
We
club are we
take
going
Travis
to?
to a club like Las Vegas, South Beach, the Delano.
Oh, no, I'd like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bet that Travis right there, right, would come out, he would unbutton the shirt all the way down to here. You may even see a medallion. Right.
I'd have to go shopping first because I don't have one, but
Right.
yeah, maybe.
Come on.
Yeah, I like a nice, quiet, red leather, quiet. We can have a nice conversation.
Whiskey
Good
room?
martini.
Yeah, nice
cigar bar?
whiskey.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure. Sure.
It's like an old, I like that. The red leather seats.
Yeah.
Everybody's sitting down.
Dim.
Right.
Yeah.
Place where you can get
not too loud.
Right.
Maybe you can get a nice steak too somewhere.
Yeah.
There you go.
The food's good.
Yes.
Food's good.
Yes.
That's the right place to do it. D, where are you getting your death row meal?
Ooh, that's a good question. You know, if I don't, for the burger question, I think I would end up at In-N-Out. Like my last burger.
Last meal.
Great burger.
Yeah, it's a great burger, man.
Laura?
I don't know. I love food.
Yeah.
So I would probably do some, like, if it's burgers, In-N-Out. If I can pick anything, a good steakhouse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like the last thing you get is a cheeseburger. You just got to pick the spot.
Yeah, definitely
last
In-N-Out.
one. In-N-Out burger. Okay.
I'm not a big, like, Five Guys. I know Geeter is still mad at DeAndre for taking the Five Guys fries, you know?
Yeah.
So good.
They are good, but the secret weapon is they give you like 7 orders in one. They give you the cup, and then they pour another 2 cups worth of fries in there. You couldn't eat that many fries if you lived to be 100. Well, maybe you could.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe you could along the way. The Rams are very, very expensive, DeMarco.
Yeah, $200 million.
Yes,
that's what they're paying their offense.
Their offense.
Their offense.
Yeah.
You know, it's deserved though, and most of that's going to your quarterback. Then Devontae. Then you can't count Puka in that.
Not yet. Not yet.
I mean,
Kyren got paid.
Yeah. Well, most of it's centered around your quarterback.
Sure.
So that's the bad side of NFL economics. This is where you don't want to be, because if you're paying the offense or basically one guy that much money, what are you paying the rest of the guys? But thank God you can coach. Thank God you got good pieces. That's what makes them so good. But eventually, most teams don't want to be there.
Right.
You just happen to be there.
Is this what happened and I don't want to blame anybody, but is this what happened at the end of last season where the Rams offense was still just clicking, scoring points. But you saw it against Carolina. You saw it against Chicago, and then ultimately against the Seahawks in the NFC Championship game. They just couldn't stop anybody. And it wasn't necessarily because the scheme was bad or this guy. It's like they're just getting out-athleted in some of these spots, and you can only cover and coach to a certain point. And they did a really good job for most of the year, but eventually when JSN is doing it, it's like, okay, we don't have an answer for that, or we don't have an answer for this. And it just felt like they realized, okay, we have to get a little bit better there, that we can't just try to scheme the you-know-what out of it, that we're going to go get a Watson, we're going to go get a McDuffie, and then, of course, the biggest piece of all, Garrett.
I think that was the smartest thing. That was the biggest move before they got Myles Garrett, was kind of settling that or solidifying that cornerback spot, because you're exactly right. Against Carolina, different. Against Atlanta Falcons, different. That was Bijan. That was a bunch of running backs falling forward. But for the most part, what puts you on Front Street is, you can't cover.
Yeah.
We can't cover one-on-one, so we have to deploy one or both safeties out to help the corners, which leaves you short and vulnerable to the run in the middle. So now you've eliminated that problem, at least on paper. Now you have a chance to be more attacking. You have a chance to be up the field. You have an offense that's making a ton of money. The first thing I thought when Laura sent that was, for Sean McVay, you have got to come back and make this pay off. You do, because it'll never happen again.
To have all these pieces?
To have $200 million on offense?
Oh, yeah.
If you don't make this work, it'll never happen. You'll never get an owner to do this again. We're going all in. We need $200 million. For what? The offense. What?
What if it does work? Do we, because look, the NFL, the ultimate copycat league, right? Does everyone else say, okay, I mean, this is what works in this league right now?
Well, I don't think so. I mean, I don't think so, just because I think there are a lot of owners that are still too squeamish to open their checkbooks like this. This feels like a one-of-one situation.
Well, okay, so the one guy that's making it happen is Stafford, because you can tell, you can look and say he has the ability. We feel comfortable spending that much money because he is that good. Now, for other teams, you got to make that same choice. If you're if you're Cincinnati and you want to go all in and you want to spend $200 million on your offense, do you believe in Joe Burrow that much or enough? If you're Buffalo, you want to go all in for Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Do you believe in him enough?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You have to have that guy. But for some other teams, if the answer is then no, don't, because that's a disaster waiting to happen. This is a big gamble, but they've got the squad to pull it off.
Yeah, it's kind of like the ultimate manifestation of F them picks, right? Like and F them picks and F the D. Like we're going to put so much of our resource on one side of the ledger. And it sounds crazy because, look, they got Myles Garrett, that Aaron Donald may walk back in the room too, and all of a sudden what felt like the teeter-totter is tilted heavily towards the offense, and economically I guess it still would be, but talent-wise it feels a lot more equally balanced. It's just maybe it goes back to your original point that when your quarterback's making $50-60 million a year, that teeter-totter is going to tip to the O.
Most of the time teams say, no, Stafford's not here. If this wasn't this team and he doesn't win MVP, he's probably not here making that money, and you're spending that money someplace else. But he's that good. So deep group of safeties. You've got some top flight corners, at least in theory. You've paid linebackers, or at least one. You got Myles Garrett, and you've got this.
Yeah, I mean, what else do you want?
That's what I'm saying. So I don't think the paycheck or the dollar amounts matter right now. What matters is you've got to make this pay off. You have to.
Injuries are the great equalizer, but that's true of every team. That's just all 32 teams have to deal with the injury gods and hope that you get favorable results. What else is the soft spot for the ways, like if you were on another team and you're trying to get ready to go play the Los Angeles Rams 2026 version, how do you attack them? How do you try to mitigate that incredible firepower that they're going to throw at you?
This is what's great about Sean McVay. I mean, what's the one thing we just talked about? Who's the most important player on this team?
Stafford.
That's what you do. You try to put as much heat on him. You try to rattle him. You try to hurt him if you can, right?
Yeah.
Because if you do that, you stop the Rams. McVay knows that. He's going to keep you off balance. That's where the screens come in. That's where this creative play calling, running the football to keep you off balance. That's his job. That's what they do. That's why he makes the money he makes. But job number one is get to Stafford. And when you get there in a violent way.
I mean, is the offensive line set up to protect him? I mean, I know McVay's got tricks up his sleeve and that sort of thing, but at some point it is the five guys up front that have to protect him. Are they as good as they have been in past years?
How do I say this? And I mean this with all due respect, because I like the guy. He's great. I think he's going to wind up being a coach someday. Questenberry.
Mm-hmm.
But when I see him, it's like Travis's and Pat's.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
No.
Nobody's looking for that. Yeah. I mean, devastatingly handsome, but perhaps not the guy that you want to protect your $60 million guy.
I mean, he's going to know everything. He's going to be in the right spots. He's going to be a leader. He's going to communicate. He's going to do all that. But once the ball is snapped, now it's physical.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay. Is it an age thing? Is it just he's not athletic enough, or...
He's another guy that's bounced around quite a bit. He knows the game. He knows what to do. He's going to be a coach. But when the ball is snapped and the other guy across from him is just a little bit better, it's going to show up. You saw that when they brought in, what was his name? The tackle they brought in, and it was just bad. Oh, my God. I'll look it up. When you're outmatched, there's one thing knowing who to get and how to get them, and then there's a whole nother thing that happens when the football play turns physical. You're on the right side of the guy.
Right.
You're doing what I asked you to do, but what I can't control is you getting picked up and thrown into the backfield.
Hard to defend that. Yeah, that's a little tough. You guys want a little last man standing right now?
Sure.
You're right?
Yeah.
D, you got some last man standing music for me? So with that in mind, we're going to go the opposite way. We're talking about the incredible roster that the Rams have put together. This is according to ESPN, the 12 worst rosters in the NFL. Okay, so go to the bottom. So you're talking a little less talent on these 12 teams than they're the top. The Rams, just for a point of clarification, they were number one. They were the most talented roster, followed by Philadelphia, Seattle were 2 and 3. So we're looking for the bottom 12. We'll start in this room over here. DeAndre, you bat lead off.
Let's go with the Cardinals.
The Arizona Cardinals are number 29 on the list, so they are in there. We're looking for numbers 21 through 32. They were 29. Laura.
I don't know, but I'll go with the Dolphins.
The Miami Dolphins have the worst roster in the NFL, according to ESPN, number 32. So very good choice right there.
They're spending $67 million on their offense.
That's less.
A lot less. Wow.
D.
Oh, you just took mine.
Sorry, he took mine. So
I love having fun with this. I'm going to go out on a limb. Even though they were a playoff team, Panthers.
Carolina on the list.
On the list.
Wow. Number 24. The Carolina Panthers are on the list. 3 for 3 so far. Marcus.
All right, let's go with the New York Jetropolitans.
The New York Jetropolitans are number 25. They are on the list. Yeah. Back to you.
The Tennessee Titans.
Tennessee is number 28, also on the list. So you guys are 5 for 5. Laura.
I'm breaking this streak because I'm blanking. Let's see.
I think bad teams. Worst rosters in the NFL according to ESPN.
I'll just go with Giants.
I'm sorry?
New York Giants.
The New York Giants are on the list. They are number 23 on the list. The Gigantes just make it. Again, we're looking for 21 through 32. So here's what's left. 21, 22, 26, 27, 30, and 31.
Okay.
DeMarco.
Sometimes a bad roster can have a great player.
Falcons are on the list. Number 30, right near the top.
30, okay.
So that's Bijan Robinson and a bunch of other
That's
guys. Yeah. Back to you, Marcus.
Let's go with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Of course, the Las Vegas Raiders are on the list. If the list is
I was hoping
who
nobody would
stinks,
take that.
the Raiders are on the list.
Took a
They
long
were number
time.
27. So we're down to 21, 22, 26, and number 31 is still out there as well. 8 for 8 so far.
The New Orleans Saints.
The New Orleans Saints are on the list. You guys are killing it. Number 26 on the list. Back to you, Laura. Bad team.
I know, but what
21, 22, and 31 are left. 3,
Yeah, I don't know.
2,
I don't even.
1. Laura is out.
Okay.
All right, DeMarco, you're up.
Give me the Brownies.
Brownies are number 31 on the
Did I
list.
get yours?
Yeah.
The Browns are number 31. I was like, somebody's got to say Cleveland, right? Like, I mean, they were real bad.
Okay, so there's certain teams that don't even cross your radar. Like that, I didn't even think of the Browns.
The Brownies. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so we're down to the 2 best bad teams on this list, okay? So number 21 and number 22, Mr. Grant.
All right, so some of bad teams with good players. Let's go with the Cincinnati Bengals.
The Cincinnati Bengals are not on the list. So DeMarco is still in, and DeAndre is
Come on,
still
DeAndre.
in. Noonan. 21 and 22.
Noonan.
You know what? I'm gonna go with this team because the quarterback. They got some quarterback issues. I'm gonna go with the Minnesota Vikings.
The Minnesota Vikings are on the list.
They're on the list?
They're number
Oh,
22.
Yeah.
Number 22.
Wow.
So you got to pull number 21, and you guys split the title, or
okay.
D wins.
Steelers.
The Steelers are not on the
They're
list.
not.
The 21st worst roster in the NFL are the Washington Commanders.
The Commanders.
Yeah.
Okay. Good
Yeah.
game. Great game. Great game.
Let's go.
Mr. Hawkins.
Wow. Where the Steelers rank?
I only have the top 12 and the bottom 12. So they're somewhere between 13 and 21.
You know what? That's perfect for a team that keeps going 9 and 8 every year, right?
That's true. That's true.
What are your expectations for Aaron Rodgers this year?
I think I said the other day, I'd be surprised if he makes it to week 1.
To week 1?
Week 1. Yeah.
Really?
Something about that whole retreat where he brought the team and they went, cowboy hatting and all that stuff. He had to look like he was done.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, just like this is
You
when
don't
you
think
know
like not even like it gets to Halloween and says, "Man, I can't do this anymore."
I see like a YA Tittle type ending for him.
Can you see it on a guy's face? Like,
Yeah.
man, I don't want to do this anymore.
Bill Parcells, yeah, he was right. If you start talking about retirement, you are retired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's back for his one ski mask year.
Okay.
Yeah. Marcellus told you about the ski mask, right?
Oh no, I know what it is.
Yeah. You know what the ski mask
Oh,
is?
yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why? Yeah. Hey, but the only reason why not in the NFL is it's dangerous.
Yeah. Well, for him,
Yeah.
not so much.
But less for him than for others, but
Yeah.
it's not like it's impossible.
You can have a 30-pick year, too.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to get hit this year, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Watching him the last couple of years, like when he throws the ball, like when he completes a pass, like it feels like the blue line of scrimmage line is still on the screen.
Yeah.
He is not pushing that ball downfield. It is the moment he even senses a whiff of pressure.
Yeah.
That ball's out. Like, just take it.
You can go chuck and duck like Eli.
Yeah, but okay, but see, like both you guys just said, we've seen this before, but we've also seen it kind of sort of work at the same time. Like Peyton Manning's last year with Denver, he couldn't throw the ball from me to you, Marcus.
Man.
Like he couldn't push the ball, but real smart, knew what to do, knew how to set it up, and could make a throw when he needed to do it. But he wasn't, lighting it like Matthew Stafford's still throwing a ball through a brick wall. Like he's just
while
still
looking the other way.
while looking
Yeah.
exactly
Right.
Well, Tom Brady at the end could still throw the ball, but he was also just making really decisions on time, on target. Brady can't do that? Or, excuse me, Rodgers?
I think he could if they return to Steeler ball, which is run and play defense, and then you carry him to the postseason.
Yeah,
he can make some stuff happen, but as far as him carrying them, not going to happen.
Why not rip the Band-Aid off and go in a different direction?
I really thought they would.
Yeah.
So surprised they're in this situation.
Yeah.
It's so un-Steeler-like.
Well, okay. They have been literally, by definition, mediocre for a decade.
Mm-hmm.
And not bad, but certainly not good, and not a threat to anybody. And I get, and Mike Tomlin, a very good coach and a great leader and all that stuff, and maybe he was overachieving with what he had on this roster to just continue to be able to sneak into the playoffs, to be able to continue to win 9 or 10 games. But at some point, it's like, man, we got to – it's a little bit like the Lakers were in the last couple of – it's like, we just got to go do something different. This just is – it's boring, it's stale, we need to turn the page.
It's like rotary phones. It still works. 10 wins is great. But 10 wins doesn't mean anything anymore in the NFL. You know what I mean? It doesn't guarantee you a playoff spot.
But it was 10 wins with nobody believed they had a chance to win anything, right? Like they were holding down what I call the target playoff game, right? It's that Saturday afternoon game. Usually the Houston Texans are involved.
The Texans Bowl.
The Texans are involved.
Yeah.
I call it the Target game because it's like I can go to Target. I can go do stuff. I don't feel like I'm missing a whole lot of things. Like that's kind of what it is. And that's where they've been living, where sure, you make the playoffs, but nobody believes you're going to win anything. And then you sit around, you've got the 19th pick in the draft. What are you going to do with that?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Same thing. But they were they ever blown out in the playoffs? They never made it.
Cleveland blew them out a couple of years
Cleveland
ago.
blew them out
When
once.
Baker was there, Cleveland beat them by, I think, like 4 touchdowns or whatever it is. One of the teams that was on that list that we just went through as far as bad rosters was the New York Giants. Cam Scatterbo needs to chill.
Oh, man.
That's not possible for him.
Is that what it is? Is it just that's just how he's wired?
That's just him.
He's the new Gronk.
For people that didn't see, Cam Scatterbo had a gruesome injury last year. He broke his leg real bad to the point where the skin got broken and the bone had come out of the skin. This dude's trying backflips on stages at FanFest and not landing them successfully.
But to be fair, he nailed the backflip. He just blew up the landing. Weren't you impressed with the backflip?
I mean, both impressed and horrified.
Yeah, he landed on his feet. He just
very
couldn't stick
athletic individual. But if I were a member of the Giants or an owner or dude, you realize you just splintered your leg a few months ago. Maybe we don't do that.
And then he'll look at you like, what? And you'll be like, I forgot who I was talking to. This is the guy I want. I want Cam Scatterbo to behave like that.
The only thing missing from that video was after he gets up, he should have cracked a beer on his forehead and just shotgunned the
Next.
thing.
Yes.
That was the only thing he didn't do in that video.
Yeah, he's the new Gronk. Remember when Gronk was spiking everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, he spiked the microphones. He spiked trophies. He was crazy.
He spiked the Steve Harvey Lego head.
Right. We all thought he was going to drink and party himself out of the league. Now he might be the greatest tight end of all time.
Yeah.
At least he's in the conversation.
But he didn't. I think with Gronk, at least a portion of it was put on. This is my lane. This is my.
Or he grew up.
Or maybe he grew up.
Yeah.
That's a possibility as well. But when you said that that's the kind of guy that you want, Scatterbo, what do you mean by that?
That's the reason I drafted him. He's crazy. His hair's on fire. He's flying a burning airplane. For all those reasons, I want him on my football team. But there's no way in hell I'm giving him a second contract.
So he's a rental car. So in other words, I'm just going to get in there. I'm going to drive it like it's the Daytona 500. I'm going to hit every speed bump at full speed.
Yes.
I'm going to slam on the brakes at every red light. I'm going to scrape the bushes to pull into a parking spot because it's not my car. What do I care? I'm handing it back at the end of the day.
I'm not going to see this thing after the weekend's over, right?
Right.
I'm going to go 60 and slam it in reverse just to see what happens. Yes, he's that guy. That's what you expect out of him. That's the reason he plays the way he plays.
And why him and Jackson Dart might be a perfect pair, because Jackson Dart's the same thing, just at quarterback.
Your quarterback can't play like that.
No.
I know he has.
I want the mentality, but don't play like that. Yeah.
I want you to think like that, but I also want you to think again after that and say, you know what, maybe not. I need to. If I go, we saw what happened when he went out. It was a wrap. They were really interesting up until he was there.
He never learns.
No.
Scatterbo or Dart?
Scatterbo.
Yes. Yeah.
Scatterbo. I'm talking about Dart.
Yeah.
Dart never learns. I hope he does before he gets blasted out of there, because he is talented.
He is.
He really is. He really is. But you're more important to the team on the field, not in the tent.
Can John Harbaugh pound that into his head?
I think so. I mean, I think you might have to take some things away from him to get his attention.
Explain.
I don't know. I mean, you might have to play games with him in the media because he is the starting quarterback in New York, and you may have to start some heat just to get it going, but you have to get him to understand his value to the team. You can't be the wild man. That's Scadabo's job. Your job is to be the quarterback. You have to take the ball every Sunday or Monday or Thursday. Him, we got different running backs. You got to be the guy. We don't need you diving head first anymore.
And I think if you're John Harbaugh, why don't you sit him down, show him the Lamar Jackson video in the sense of you're not maybe as athletic, but part of what has made Lamar so good is that he hasn't really had the big hits. He knows how to avoid the big hits. He knows how to get down or get out of bounds or what have you. Like, he also is just, otherworldly gifted in terms of, making guys miss. But show Dart.
I'm glad you said that. Okay.
Let him learn.
So you and I are sitting in this room, and we're trying to get Jackson Dart to understand that, right? Mm-hmm. But in his head, he thinks he's better than Lamar. I can do what he does. Oh, you like the way he scrambles? Watch me. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Such a fine line between being delusional and having supreme self-confidence.
Right on the line.
Yeah. And by the way,
that's your job as a coach.
If I'm going to miss, I want you to miss more into the delusion than not believing in yourself quite enough, because those guys that achieve great things, they think about things differently. That anybody that thinks about things rationally is not going to do great things, right? Because it's too hard. The odds are you have to believe that I am better than whether it's Lamar Jackson or Joe Burrow or Matthew Stafford. You got to kind of believe in, even if it's patently not true.
And let him believe it. This big fat glove is helping me hide my pitches.
Yeah,
it's working. Right, Roki. If it's working, stay with it. But if I'm Harbaugh, and I'm sure he would do this, I would show him tape of Steve Young. This is how I want you to play. Steve Young didn't give up an inch or an iota of his athleticism, and he did not take those big hits at the end. He was very smart in how he moved the football. Be like this guy. I don't need you to get every single freaking yard. Take it to the sideline. You don't have to take a pop. You're the guy. We already believe in you.
I wonder if this will continue to evolve, and not just with Dart specifically, but when you kind of look around the league, Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford are kind of the last two guys that just kind of sit there. And work almost exclusively from the pocket. Now, maybe they'll roll the pocket and move them out and do some things like that. But you look around, almost every other quarterback in the league, and will have a little bit of that. Hey, there's nothing there. Go ahead. Like before, when it was Michael Vick or Randall Cunningham or one of these guys, it's like, no, stay there. Now it's like, no, go do what makes you you.
It's what the job requires now.
Yeah.
It used to be like scrambling was kind of gravy. Now it's built in. When you see this, take off. Jacoby Brissett doing what he did. He's not a runner.
Yeah.
But he used that to his advantage because he had to.
Because more guys play like that, and because more guys are willing to coach that type of player.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that we'll see more guys that are able to do what you were describing, Marcus, like with Lamar Jackson, which is, look, I want you to run, but I also need you not to go in face first to two linebackers. Like, let's understand when the ride is over. Let's get on the ground. Let's get out of bounds, because that's the part that we're talking about with Dart and some others. Like, I'm okay with you running, but let's not take the hits we don't have to take.
Stupid. That's right there is dumb. That's how I would coach. See that head first? That's dumb.
Yeah.
Really. We don't need that. Slide with your feet. That's protect yourself. But I do, like you said, Stafford, Goff, the last of the pocket guys. I wonder what Mendoza turns into.
Interesting.
I do. I wonder how they use him, because the last thing I'd want to do with a guy like that is let him run.
But I think so. But I've looked at it as you have running quarterbacks, right? Like Lamar Jackson is a running quarterback. Then you have quarterbacks who run, right? Like
Josh Allen.
Like Patrick Mahomes, right? Like, nobody's going to confuse him for Lamar Jackson, but Patrick Mahomes is great at breaking your heart on 3rd and 7 with a 10-yard run.
Smart.
Yeah. Caleb Williams, I think, is that sort of guy where, like, he's not looking to run it, but if it's there, he's not afraid to tuck it, and I will get what I need, and then I'm going to step out of bounds. Like, if I need 7 yards, I'm going to get 8, I'm going to duck out of bounds.
Exploit the weakness, yes, but don't have an over-reliance on your legs.
Yeah, like with Mendoza, it's like, let's play NFL quarterback. If it's not there, run, but let's get on the ground. We're not calling a bunch of running plays for him, but, that's part of his game. He's a pretty athletic. He's a big, strong guy, but I'd like him to not run a ton, but I also want to make sure that if he can, let's not take it off the table for him.
I'm to the point, I get mad at Stafford for scrambling even when he gets positive yards.
Wait, didn't he have like 1 rushing yard last year?
And that's too much. Hey, what are you doing?
It's a tremendous Prize Picks bet that you can go find every once in a while. That the Matthew Stafford rushing yardage along the way. All right. I know what you need, Marco. You need more Lakers talk in your life. And the ball knower extreme duo of Mike Trudell and Chris McGee, Geeter and Trudell, are back tonight at 6 o'clock, about a half an hour from right now, right here on 710. And, of course, the ESPN LA app. Who on the Summer League team can make an impact? Is a wing defender coming anytime soon? Discuss it all tonight on Lakers Talk. Those guys will do a little super crosstalk with us coming up in about 15 minutes. But until then, we got a little shop talk coming up next.
The black and gold are coming off a statement 3-0 rout over the Galaxy in Carson.
Shot back post and in! Son is buried and it's 3-0!
And now LAFC return home to BMO Stadium to take on Real Salt Lake on Sun Hung Min Bobblehead Night.
And the smile on the face from Sonny!
Catch Sonny and the black and gold back at BMO Stadium as they look to keep the momentum rolling. Pre-game starts Wednesday night at 7 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app. When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News and World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Hi, it's Ramona Shelburne. Right now, lease a brand new 2026 Hyundai Palisade SE for just $299 a month. Comes with owner's insurance and America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Take it from me. With next-level customer service and incredible dealer incentives, your next Hyundai is waiting for you at Hyundai of Glendale. Call 818-222-8000 or check them out at HyundaiofGlendale.net.
$299 per month plus tax. Close and lease for 24 months. $47.49 total due and signing plus government fees and taxes. Unapproved above average credit through HMF. Zero security deposit. 7,500 miles per year. 20 cents per access miles. Expires 7/31/26.
You never know what you're going to get when you wake up with Sedano and Cap.
I thought Shakira was amazing. Yes. And do you guys know who's performing with Shakira? Did you guys happen to see Burna Boy?
Yeah, who was that?
That's my boy Burna Boy. Burna Boy.
Who that was?
Oh, dude, that's Burna Boy. You don't know who Burna Boy is?
I do not know who Burna Boy is.
Come on, man. That's Burna Boy.
Burna. I had to look it up first, or did you
Googled it. No, I Googled it.
It's the morning show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Hey, it's Wendy here. Are you looking to rebound from your high-interest credit card debt? A SoFi personal loan could help. Consolidate your debt with a SoFi personal loan into one low monthly payment, and you could save money on interest over time. And with as soon as the same day funding, you could hit the ground running ASAP. Apply today with no fees required at SoFi.com/debt rebound. Loans originated by SoFi Bank. NA member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891. Fast funds terms apply at SoFi.com/debt rebound.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. An elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers for your afternoon drive.
One specific request. I don't have to pay attention, care, or try.
Yes. More DeMarco and Travis right now.
All right, little shop talk right now before we have Trudell is going to jump in here, and he'll have Lakers talk for you coming up at 6 o'clock.
I need to know something.
Yes.
Why can't Ohtani do something with that pitch?
Because it was 99 with 11 inches of lateral break and just barely clipped the corner. That's why.
I'm sure he's seen it before, right?
You don't see a lot of those.
And he probably did the same thing he did on that at bat. You just watch it and you hope they call the ball.
Ohtani freeze. Like, I wonder what that looked like coming at him.
It's in the blink of an eye, and it moved sideways this much.
So it was here, and then it was there.
And then it was there,
okay.
And it's like,
that's all you had to say.
Yeah, and it was in the strike zone by the amount of the laces, basically. It was a perfect pitch.
Okay, just making sure. Okay.
That guy makes a lot of money too.
Okay, I'm just saying. Just saying.
He's a major leaguer. You know?
Do the layman. Why didn't you swing the bat? Okay, when you say it that way, I get you.
It's like, pop!
It's
like,
over there. Okay, that's all you just said. Okay.
You're out. Okay, I agree. I also am out.
Good job, fella.
Yeah. The proverbial tip of the cap and walk back to the dugout. Happy 46th birthday to Gisele Bündchen.
Hey!
Yeah.
That's the only fumble Tom Brady ever had.
Only?
Well, that play didn't count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. No tuck rule on
tuck
marriages.
rules. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, he mortgaged everything. He got the win. Became the greatest quarterback of all time.
Yeah.
Cost him a lot, though.
Yeah. Did we do the GOAT thing on Friday? Is that when we did it?
I think we did. Yes,
We
with Greg.
So we were talking about, like, not just Tom Brady, but all the GOATs, right? Brady, Gretzky, like Jordan, LeBron, like whoever you want to throw in there. And who is the most undisputed of those? Because LeBron and Jordan, people argue back and forth with all those guys. It's Brady, right? And maybe Gretzky has to be in there too, but Brady's like
Serena.
Serena's another really good answer too.
Yeah.
But Brady is like best football player. Yeah, Tom Brady. Everybody goes,
Well,
yeah, okay.
I'll say Brady as long as Montana's not in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah. As somebody who grew up watching Montana, as you know, like it took me a long time to let that one go, and I finally after the seventh ring, I was like, I gotta let it go.
Did you see his recent interview?
Brady or Montana?
Montana.
No.
He said he won back-to-back Super Bowls, and they told him he wasn't good enough to start.
Yeah, they had Steve Young as the backup.
Very off-season.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what's great about Montana, too, is Montana had an incredible flair. Like, just the swag,
cool.
or like, Tom Brady has, like, movie star aura about him.
Yeah.
But Joe Montana had
cool.
He had the guys that got this thing. Like,
I mean,
got it.
Yeah.
The John Candy story will live in infamy. You know, it's the greatest moment ever.
We used to go cover the Super Bowls. He would be a regular guest and come over, and he just cuts a path through a room that's like very few people you've ever seen.
Black 59 Razor.
We got to tell that story again when you're like lined up for the first time and he was on the other
In
side.
Kansas City, you know the voice. We grew up in the Bay. It's Montana's voice. So first time I got in a game in the regular season, I'm excited. I am Joe Bula Bula college guy, right? Can't wait to play. They start barking signals, and it's Montana's voice. Like 15, I'm like, dude, you're Joe Montana. Get hit right there.
He's the second choice for me.
Yeah.
But yeah. Happy 30th birthday to Ben Simmons.
Who?
Oh,
Which
he feels like he should be way older than 30.
Yes, he does.
feels like he's lived more than just 30. He lived 30 years in the NBA.
Right.
Yeah.
Is he still in the league?
I don't believe he is. He might still be collecting money
Oh,
from
DeAndre?
somebody.
He's a professional fisherman.
Really?
Oh,
really?
This is fishing.
Yeah, he
It's
just won a
fishing now.
championship not
I
too long
mean,
ago.
Kidding.
his teams went fishing a lot, so might as well.
Okay, this is not me saying I'm a basketball scout. I don't know what I'm talking about. However, when they picked him number 1 overall, my question was, this was my question at the time. This is still my question now. 68 teams get into the NCAA tournament, and a lot of bad ones. You couldn't get your team into the NCAA tournament? Like, that made no sense to me. And you refuse to shoot the ball? What am I missing here? Like, this does not seem. I'm not saying that you couldn't draft him. I'm not saying that there wasn't a lot of athletic ability. He's 6'9", he could handle, he could do that. But like, guys, he doesn't affect winning at all, and he refuses to shoot. None of that made sense to me at the time. And then fast forward to where we got to.
Yeah. I mean, that was what I thought about, the Rutgers guys coming out of this year's draft, right? Everybody liked, the Ace Baileys and those sort of guys. And I'm like, Rutgers was awful. They were terrible last year. Like, is this really what we're doing? And I think, it's that, I don't know, called the Ben Simmons corollary, if you will.
I thought he was can't miss.
Really?
I really did. I mean, that size, that ability, the handle, I thought he was can't miss.
When he came in the league, he was really, really good. Like when he first couple of years, Ben Simmons is really, really good.
What broke him?
Mentally.
What happened in that
mentally.
game
I mean, he had a
where
lot.
refused to shoot? What happened there?
I mean, again, he had a lot of injuries as well. He didn't really handle it the right way. I just think that whatever he dealt with, it took a toll on him mentally.
I think it was a psychological issue where he got broken, and then his teammates and his head coach did not support the break, and then that made it even worse because he clearly didn't want to shoot because he didn't want to get fouled. He didn't want to go to the foul line. He didn't want to embarrass himself because he was a terrible foul shooter. So he basically his solution to the problem was, I'll just never shoot, which made the problem worse.
Hard to play basketball that way.
You can't.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care how big you are, how good your handle is, and how good but if I don't have to guard you on offense,
and they embarrassed him that way.
Yeah.
We're
and
not
then
guarding you.
and his teammates were like, yeah, I don't know. And that was the end of it.
And he became like a joke, too, a lot, and a punchline, which sucked and didn't help his issue.
Omar Epps, 53 years old today.
What movie comes to mind when you think of him?
I love, well, 2 reasons. Major League 2. It's not his fault.
You're right.
It should have been Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
But he tried.
Yeah.
And Juice.
Oh.
Yeah. What do you got?
Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin. He's gonna be the Mike Tomlin story.
Yeah.
No, but he will be Mike Tomlin in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
What's the Mike Tomlin story? 10 and 6.
Yeah. Just about. Here's the thing: Mike Tomlin and Omar Epps look a lot alike. Obviously.
Yeah, they do.
But Mike Tomlin has aged, and Omar Epps really hasn't.
Yeah.
Actor.
Yeah. Maybe it's just that
Football stress. Hollywood stress.
Yeah, a little different.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin had to deal with Antonio Brown for years. That's gonna age anybody.
He got the best out of him. You can say that.
Antonio Brown, if he wasn't the best wide receiver in football, it wasn't a bad choice for 2 or 3 years, and then we all know what happened after that. It is National Fortune Cookie Day.
Oh. Are you in or out on fortune cookies?
100% out.
You're out.
Yeah.
Stale?
Yes.
Okay, they are
Thank you.
stale. Yeah.
It's like eating, and they're a little sweet, but they don't really taste like anything.
I was asked Panda. Can I have a few more?
You like them?
I love the
there.
fortune cookies.
Yeah.
Also, blasphemy that nobody said the wood or Love and Basketball for Omar.
I love loving basketball. Yeah.
Yeah, I love fortune cookies. I want them all.
They're really good. Like, you crumble up on vanilla ice cream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
They're always stale.
No.
I've never had one that didn't feel like I'm going to break my tooth off when I.
Do you eat the cookie first and then read your fortune?
I don't even eat the cookie anymore.
Oh,
I don't
there's
eat
there's a method to that.
Read the fortune?
I never read the fortune. Yeah. I just want the cookie. Yeah. You can have the fortune.
You have to break it and then eat the cookie, then do the fortune.
I have another method. See, they come wrapped at Panda, so I crush it and then I open the bag, take the fortune out, and
Fortune cookies.
I like that. That's a good one. I did not know this, and by the time I get home, I do not think I'm going to be able to observe properly. It's National Wiffle Ball Day today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you any good at wiffle?
I mean, I was back in the day, and a few years ago, I tried to throw one, and my elbow immediately hurt. I was like, oh. Felt like I might need Tommy John surgery.
Are you good with wiffle ball?
Yes.
I see that look right there. Yeah.
He said it for a reason.
I had a thought. Instead of that, let's play wiffle ball.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
Yeah. Well, wiffle ball is. You could come up with a million different wiffle ball. Wiffle ball is kind of like a pitcher v batter thing. It's not like a team event.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that would be fun.
I mean, we used to as kids play. We have guys out in the field or whatever, but really it's just a one-on-one.
Hold a beer and play. There you go.
Why do you think I'm good at wiffle ball? And anything that you can do with one hand on a cold beer and like cornhole,
Pickleball.
darts, pickleball.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at that stuff.
I did pickleball very well with that. Beer? Well, not beer.
Cornhole.
Yeah.
Cornhole.
Cornhole,
Okay.
yeah, man. Are you a cornhole savant?
Cornhole.
Okay.
Southpaw. Let's go.
I'll play.
Let's go.
Or shuffleboard?
You said shuffleboard. See, that's a fighting word. See?
The bar shuffleboard's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Oh, the bar one.
bar
That
one.
one?
Yeah,
I thought you meant the old one.
No. You sprinkle the sand.
Now I'm mad. I thought we were talking about the bar one.
Really? I'm talking about the
Yeah.
bar one. Yeah, the bar one. You sprinkle the sand on the board.
Exactly.
You know?
There's one in my apartment complex, and it always gets us going.
A bar shuffleboard?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a big one in there.
No, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
You're good at cornhole.
Let's go.
So you automatically went to like, you know,
Okay.
why you automatically had to go there, man? You know,
said
Travis got me.
shuffleboard.
Yeah, but he understood where I was coming out with the bar.
The one with
bar
the sand.
shuffleboard. Yeah,
I'm
come on.
sensitive right now.
You got
I tried to
poisoned.
poison him with lettuce. He's in a bad mood. Leave the man alone. National Nap Day.
Amen.
I do fancy
That's like
a nice
every day.
nap.
Amen. Yes, sir.
I wish I could take a nap every day, but
Yeah, the new schedule, it's nap free.
You can throw one in there.
What
What time's your workout?
7:38.
And then?
I shower. I start
yeah, you might
looking at
Prepping?
my
at that point
computer.
you're sort of up, right?
Yeah, and I can't go. I'm not going to take a nap at 10 when I got up at
Told me the
6.
sweet spot for naps was
It's either 30 minutes or 90 minutes. Those are the two things. But I'm not tired until I get home, and then it's almost time for bed.
you don't have to be tired to nap. Just nap.
I need golf on the TV. I need it to be like a certain.
I got you.
I need napping vibes.
I had a job working at a low power AM station. There's a board op or whatever, and I learned the benefit of like the 15-minute power nap.
Oh yeah.
I'd sit in the studio, like I'd hit the button, and the network would run, and I would just like close my eyes, and like 15 minutes later, be up and ready to go.
Energized.
Yeah.
You are not wrong. So I used to work in the morning, and then sometimes they needed us to like fill in after. So it's like a quick 2-hour thing. And I remember one time I did a 2-hour, like a 1 something, and I was like, oh, I can't do that. But if you do a 15:30, you're good.
Yeah.
Let your body do what it needs to do, and then you'll be fine.
30 and 90, you get, I forget what it is, but you're out of that deep sleep spot.
Right,
to
so
where
kind of that REM, and you get the
right.
Yeah.
Like if you at an hour, you're in that deep sleep. You ever woke up from a nap and you're like totally disoriented, and groggy? That's because you're in that really deep sleep. And it takes a long time to come back out of it.
Thought it was the Cisco.
Could be that too. DeMarco and Trav live from Santa Monica this Thursday, July 23rd, 3 to 6 p.m., broadcasting live leading into State of the City from Realignment to Renaissance. Celebrate the excitement leading up to Super Bowl 61. We're going to have giveaways, entertainment, activities, local partners, and a whole bunch more. For more information, visit espnla.com and click the Santa Monica State of the City banner. And I believe Trudell is going to be there with us on Thursday as well. And he is also coming up next for Lakers Talk. We're going to do a little super crosstalk with Trudell coming up next.
You never know what you're going to get when you wake up with Sedano and Cap.
One thing, right? Just one thing. I dare you gutless bums, and I mean every last one of you. Next time Sedano's not paying attention to one thing you're saying and repeats every word you say, I dare you gutless bums to say to him what you just did to me. You guys are gutless.
What do you mean? I do all the time. He's
gutless.
It's the morning show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Here's good news for folks who have a jumbo loan. The Loan Exchange, America's jumbo lender, is offering a 30-year fixed-rate loan at a 5.75% interest rate and 5.939% APR for loan amounts up to $3 million. So if you have a mortgage with an interest rate of 6% or higher, give America's jumbo lender a call at 833-436-8800. You drive around to find the cheapest gas, so why not refinance your mortgage? Every day you wait, you're wasting money on needless interest. Go to theloanexchange.com or call 833-436-8800 to find out what your savings will be with a new 30-year fixed-rate loan at 5.75% interest rate and 5.939% APR. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. That's theloanexchange.com or call 833-436-8800 for a 30-year fixed-rate loan at 5.75% interest rate and 5.939% APR.
Okay, all signed up. Easy. Now let's run payroll. What the?
Hey girl, I'm you with more gusto.
Nice. Who's that?
New social media manager, hired and onboarded with gusto. And spoiler, we're kind of famous now.
Wait, we're famous?
Oh, well, I'm famous. Payroll, benefits, and HR. Designed and built for small businesses. Choose a future with gusto.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46. And I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
This is a special notice to U.S. taxpayers owing $10,000 or more to the IRS. Tax Relief Advocates is urgently notifying taxpayers that tax relief initiatives are now available that may significantly reduce or eliminate what you owe. If you're afraid of an IRS lien, levy, or wage garnishment, don't lose hope. You can now take advantage of these current relief programs to end all collections, reduce the amount you owe, and resolve your tax problem. Even if you have years of unfiled tax returns or are already in a payment plan, you may still qualify for significant relief. Struggling taxpayers can now get relief they need during these hard economic times. A hotline has been established by Tax Relief Advocates for you to call and see what you qualify for. They are A+ rated with the BBB and have over 1,000 5-star reviews. Don't wait. Call 800-575-9087. 800-575-9087. That's 800-575-9087. 8087 or simply visit tra.com.
You're hanging out with the Rams Super Bowl champ and Sweet Tea.
You got my back. Come on.
No, I don't.
You got my back on
Let
this.
me be very, very clear.
Yes, you
I do not have your back.
More DeMarco and Travis right now.
All right, Mike Trudell's got Lakers talk coming up about 9 minutes from right now. He's joining us for a little super crosstalk as well. Before I ask you about the World Cup final, how did your Disneyland adventure go?
It was great. It
Successful?
was, really good. Well, this seems like a given, sort of, but good weather in the sense that it wasn't too hot,
right?
Which sometimes it can be at this time of year or this juncture. And it's always, if you can, and if you can find a way to do it, it's obviously not cheap, but if you can stay at the hotel or one of them while you're doing
the
it.
Pool?
And as you suggested, you kind of break up the day, you refresh a little bit, you get in the water, you get out, you shower, and then you kind of re-energize.
Yep.
And then we actually did the same thing again for dinner, and then went out for a late night thing with the boys, and they all stayed up until we did the fireworks, and then we did the thing if you can get to Disneyland at like 10 right after the fireworks, and then you can just jump on every ride quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Because all the people are going to the parade.
Yeah.
So that's the real vet move. And
Smart.
we did like 10 rides in about an hour in that time. Yeah.
How many churros
Good
did you take down?
Definitely one. I'm trying to think if I had one the first night, or I think we had beignets the first night, and then churro.
But for fried dough with
different
with-
shapes.
Yeah,
But it's not the only thing I
Fried
had.
dough.
yeah, sweet fried dough.
Well, and the boys are hungry every 12 to 13 minutes. So,
Yes.
something like that has
So
to be
did you
consumed.
use a kidney to pay for the food? Because if that place is not easy
Well,
to navigate cheaply.
Thankfully, we do at least we get the 20%
Yes.
discount.
Yeah.
So that helps. So that made me feel like, okay, everything's on sale. So it's not so bad.
Travis, you need to make a guide, bro. Like, you
Yeah.
give some good advice.
I know the things that I know. I
Yeah.
don't know a lot about a lot of things, but the things that I know them reasonably well.
Breaking up the day with the pool.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
no,
a
that's
good call.
clutch.
yeah,
Brilliant.
absolutely. Yeah.
It's clutch.
And they're having a great time. They don't know
They
you're taking
love
a
the
break.
pool. No,
Yeah.
yeah, and you get to sit there and go, yeah,
Thank you, God.
yeah. And maybe that waiter comes by. Can I get you something? You know
Yeah.
what? That sounds really good.
Please.
As a matter of fact, you can.
Please.
Yeah, it's a good way. All right, so here is my recap of the World Cup, Trudell. Tell me where this is bad, because I'm sure it is. I loved everything about that I saw for the 6 weeks or whatever, how long that tournament takes, up until yesterday. I was reminded yesterday why I didn't watch soccer in the first place. And I know that there are subtleties that I missed. I know that there are all sorts of things that I don't understand as a new person to this game.
Mhm.
But the lack of scoring and the constant faking of injuries was like, it was a really hard watch for me. And I, in totality, loved the event, loved it. Can't wait for it to come back again. But I was incredibly underwhelmed by the final.
This is where we part ways.
Okay.
The last couple times that you've summarized soccer, I've been impressed. I think you actually stood up at one point.
I did.
Because I called you a ball knower. This to me just shows that you're still getting into it, but you're not that far along. So this was basically like a pitcher's duel yesterday. And so for me, like, I don't need to see the ball go in the net to have it be a great game of soccer. And in this case, the way that Spain controlled the game is, for me, I love to watch it. It's beautiful. They are so incredibly skilled on the ball. They are so brilliant about knowing where to be before the next pass comes, that even Argentina, who is awesome, the defending world champions, the defending South American champions twice over, the players who would literally die in the field, and you even saw some of that after the final whistle. These guys, and they all grew up worshiping Messi, and they really took it as their mission, like from above, to try and get another title and help him to do so. And they would have done it against almost anybody but Spain. Spain, they're just too good. You can't get the ball off them. I know that I said this a couple times when it looked like France was France, and I said, well, yes, but Spain. And it just showed that Spain had this kind of quiet mastery of the game. It wasn't as loud as France. It wasn't as dramatic as Argentina. It wasn't as pretty at times in the sense of just goal after goal after goal. But they create scoring chance after scoring chance after scoring chance. And I like to see chances created more so than even the ball go into the back of the net. And that's a long-winded way of just saying that, like, their total mastery of the game to me was a joy to watch, and I thought that like Argentina, the game was ugly because of Argentina. It was ugly because those players were willing to literally die, and that nothing was going to be super pretty. But I still like that kind of element of it.
We were talking.
Yeah.
I
That's what you were
enjoyed
trying
it.
to say.
I loved it. I
Yeah.
was on the edge of my seat. I
Yeah.
didn't know I knew what he just said, but it was thrilling. How much money did you? Who won the poll? So who took everything?
So
BC.
Brian had Argentina, and then he had Canada, and so he ended up beating me by I think like 2 points because I had Spain who won it all, but I had Turkey, yay,
3
and Turkey, yay,
Not Turkey, yay.
Turkey, yay,
Turkey, yay.
and they only got 3 points for me. So then Canada had like 6 or
What
something.
did you
So
get,
yeah,
Laura?
I tied with Laura.
Yeah, Trudell and I tied.
Yeah.
So we split the last remaining money.
Yeah,
so
like
me
two.
and Travis, we got a box of chicken lips. That's
Yeah, you got
Basically.
so Brian, 200. Brian got 200 because we
Yeah.
had 15 people, $20 each, and then Laura and I split the 50, which is
Nice.
basically like making 30.
Did everybody pay?
Everybody paid.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
by the way, good job running the whole thing.
Yeah.
Thank
You
you.
did.
It was
You
good
did great.
times.
The commentary was spot on and everything else. And just very quickly, you've been selling me on the Euros, which come up in a couple of years, correct?
Yes.
Will the Euros be loud and dramatic, like you just said the final yesterday perhaps was not?
Yeah. So a little bit less so than the World Cup because you don't have all the bad teams that
Okay.
you have in the World Cup, so you may not see as much of the early scoring. It might be like a little bit tighter, but again, like so you may have loved the. Did you watch the third place game?
Off and on.
So it was 6-4.
Yeah.
And I assume that
All in.
that was all entertaining for you.
Loved it.
Now the reason it was 6-4 is because neither team really defended much, and
Perfect.
because
it was like an all-star game.
Yeah, there wasn't much on that. Now it is fun to it's fun to watch the ball go back in there, but like to DeMarco's point, and you were in there in the trenches, you could see like those guys were, man, the one tackle where he flipped Kubarsi over.
That was a real hit. I like that.
I mean, when you're,
I like that.
So the drama of it and the amount that it meant, and Messi to lose that way, and then to see him. I'm going to talk about this in Lakers talk.
Yeah.
To have him break down in tears, the greatest player of all time, left in absolute agony and sorrow after that, despite accomplishing everything. So that tells you what you need to know.
Trudell's got Lakers talk with a little bit of Messi coming up next. Marcus, good job. DeMarco, I'm
Yo,
glad you're back. Don't
thank
need
you.
any salad. We'll see y'all tomorrow.